Get Nasty on a Wednesday. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. 203, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Carey Davis will be joining us in a little bit. He's just doing a film shoot, I think, for
what?
Charity video, I believe that he's doing.
Video?
Yeah, a little video shoot.
Painkiller 2?
Nope, I don't think it's Painkiller 2.
It's in the making, though.
It might be, hopefully.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Painkiller fans have been wanting for that that second installment to come out. I think they left it with a cliffhanger in that first one.
They sure did.
Yeah. I don't know if there's going to be a Painkiller 3, but we know Joel Hofer is going to make his third start tonight.
Wow, look at that.
Third start in a row.
He's not a pro for nothing, Andrew.
Wow. Yeah, a little bit of a lazy transition there, but I completed that transition nonetheless, guys.
You got there.
Yeah.
You landed the plane.
I certainly did.
You might have flew right into the trees. The plane's split in half, and there's a Spinosaurus waiting for you at the bottom, but you landed that plane.
That
Good
seems
call
very
on,
specific.
Well, he's referencing one of the documentaries that we've
One of his favorites,
all seen.
by the way.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what your favorite is.
Maybe not in the saga, but
Yeah, not in the saga, but overall, as a whole. Carey. All right, so Joel Hofer making his third straight start tonight. Jamie.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of Blues fans are going to be looking into this saying, well, he gone. He being Jordan Binnington.
Yep. It's all over, man.
But could one surmise that this is a situation where with Binnington starting tomorrow, they're looking ahead with the Olympic stuff. They're trying to manage workloads and things like that. And it's more about that than, I don't know. The Blues hate Jordan Binnington now.
Yeah, it's definitely not that. And Jordan Binnington's not gone anywhere. I love me some Jordan Binnington, just like most Blues fans do. I think this is a situation where, maybe Jordan Binnington just needs a little rest, man, mentally and physically. That last game he played in Nashville, he won't openly discuss it, just as my own thoughts. He's frustrated. And he got so frustrated that he went after a player again in Nashville, and he hadn't done that in a while, man. Last time he did that was like 2 years ago, when it's like, okay, give him a breather. Give him a breather. Let him have a couple games off. You're going to split these two games anyways. So instead of Binnington front-loading it, he's back-loading it. Joel Hofer, Winnipeg kid as well, so playing against his hometown Winnipeg Jets, fun and motivational for him. I think that Jordan Binnington probably, he won't admit it because he's a competitive dude. I would never admit it. Rather die than admit that I need rest or that I need a break or a pause or whatever.
Right.
I think deep down, I feel like it's good. Back him away a little bit. Give Joel Hofer some time. You're going to have to make that transition at some point. I'm not talking this year. Maybe not even next year. Maybe the year after, you're making this transition of Hofer gets more games than Binnington. If you haven't played Joel Hofer in a situation where he gets 2 or 3 starts in a row any time in his career, which he hasn't, this is the first time.
How do you know?
How do you know? Or how does he even build up? So, because Hofer wasn't great last game. He had a great first period. The rest of the game was a little shaky.
Yep.
So it's not like he got one goal. It's not like we got a goalie controversy because Hofer's way out playing Binnington.
Yep.
It's not the case. He had a great first period, a couple of softies in the second period that he'd like back. So it's not like you're sitting there as a coach going, that's our guy. I got to go back with him. I think this is all kind of a big strategy of the Blues coaching staff, in particular, probably goaltending consultant, advisor, guru, David Alexander, to give the number one guy a little bit of a breather, give the young guy some more games, and let's see if we can win some hockey.
This is one of the reasons why you have your coaching staff, too. To understand when a guy needs a break, a mental break, or whatever it is. Like you said, Jamie, these guys are all competitive. They all want to be out there. But most of us are familiar with the term full tilt. And you get to a point when you're frustrated.
It's very true.
Things aren't going your way, and you're like, I'm just going to put the pedal right down to the floor. Yeah. Need somebody there to say, let's back off a little bit.
We're going to have text here from the 314, and I don't hate. The text says, think they're doing this to light a little bit of a fire? Maybe.
They might.
Never know.
Might not be the reason, but it could be a reason.
We all know Jordan Binnington performs at a higher elite level when the game is bigger. And so maybe he's looking, because he's gotten 3 games off now, maybe he looks at tomorrow night's game against the Rangers as, okay, you're not scoring. This net is mine, and I'm never giving it back. Whatever it takes to win hockey games, to make each guy play their best, I'm here for it.
Agreed.
Do you think these goaltenders are trying to do maybe too much based on the players that are on the ice in front of them? A lot of young players, maybe they're trying to, make that big save, but ultimately they're not doing the little things that make the normal save.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. I think Joel Hofer just had a bad read on the one Forsberg goal, and then I think he was not exactly set for the one from the blue line. As far as trying to do too much, honestly don't believe that to be true. Well, I think that what's happening is they're not getting as much defensive support. And Binnington in Nashville, right after the game, your captain's calling the team soft.
Right.
Your coach is talking about how you gave up all these goals in front of your own net. So I don't know if I'm ready to turn and point the finger and go, it's your fault, Jordan Binnington.
Well, I'm not blaming them. I'm just wondering if they're trying just to do too much.
I don't get that read.
Mentally as well.
Yeah, I don't get that read yet because I haven't seen either goalie scrambling. Where you see those games where 2-3 years ago we saw Jordan Binnington sliding 3-4 feet outside the net, sliding back across. You're like, oh my gosh, he was trying to do too much.
Right.
Both Binnington and Hofer, I don't see that right now from them. So, but that doesn't mean they're not feeling that way. I as we know, I can't tell them how they feel.
Therapy 101.
Therapy 101.
Yeah. Nobody can tell you how you can feel. Mark.
Still in therapy, and I still feel like I can tell people how they feel sometimes.
Can't do it. Can't do it, don't do it, won't do it.
But if I don't feel that way, why do you feel that way?
We have some people throughout the day that try and do that to us all the time.
Yeah, very true. Yeah. 100%, Marsh. We'll leave it there. Other news and notes, odds and ends for the Blues tonight. Jim Montgomery confirmed that Otto Stenberg, first-round pick from a first-round pick from 2023, will make his NHL debut. Nice. And the player they picked up yesterday, Berggren, will be in the lineup tonight as well.
Jonathan?
Bear Grylls?
Jonathan.
Bear Grylls?
Bear Grylls.
That guy's tough.
Bear Grylls, yeah.
Yeah. You seen his shows?
No.
Really? You know who it is, right?
Bear Grylls.
Yeah, Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls. Yeah, the survival guy.
Yeah.
That's what the Blues need. Survival guy like him. He's playing what line?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's Bear Grin.
Yeah.
Not Bear Grylls.
No, not Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls he's going to be up in the press box tonight.
Jonathan.
Oh, Jonathan's fine.
Either way.
I haven't talked to the kid yet, but I'm going to tell him his name is Jonathan.
It's good coming off
no
what we just know. It's good coming off the thing that we just talked about. We you can't force, your.
Did you not hear what I said?
You want to do what you want. Yep. All right. Got it. Check.
That's why I'm in therapy.
I've heard a lot of people. Mostly yourself. All right. So.
But it's going to be fun. Sorry to interrupt, but
no,
it's
good.
going to be fun to see Otto Stenberg. His parents, how cool is this? They were able to jump on a flight, come all the way over. They made it here yesterday. They will be at the game tonight for his first NHL game.
That's great.
It's pretty awesome. The NHL, the Blues and the NHL tried to do the best they can in those situations to help the player get his parents over here for the first game. That wasn't a thing. When I was coming in the league, it just wasn't. It's fine. It's not like the team said, "Oh, we don't care if your parents are here." It just wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Now it is, which I think is really cool to do that. And Berggren, here's the thing. I don't hate some of the setup right now. Robbie Fabry has a lot to prove. Otto Stenberg has a lot to prove. And Jonathan, Johnny boy, he's got a lot to prove as well because he just got put on waivers. So you got some hungry individuals that are entering your lineup. You got some American Hockey League players. Now, if only some of your regular guys played as hungry, you'd be just as fine. You'd be good, And hopefully that's what happens. It becomes infectious that we're all out here trying to keep our jobs, earn our jobs, whatever it is. Stay in the NHL. Sometimes that works to your advantage. And I'm anxious to see how that works out tonight. It looks like Robbie Fabry probably going to be playing alongside Robert Thomas and Pavel Buchnevich.
That'd be interesting.
So we'll see what Robbie Fabry can do up there.
Blues Jets pregame at 6 o'clock. Puck drop at 7 o'clock. You listen to the pregame here on 101 ESPN. You'll hear the puck drop on the Blues Radio Network. We know that the Cardinals are at least listening to offers on Brendan Donovan. According to Katie Wu of The Athletic, Cardinals are also seeking a couple of top prospects for Brendan Donovan. What are the actual chances, though? What are the odds that the Cardinals get what they want for Donovan? That's next on 101 ESPN.
Get your car over to Pure Performance, especially if you're looking for some accessories, aftermarket modifications. That's what they call them, Anthony. Really? And Pure Performance, best in the business at that. I just love going by there. Their showroom, by the way, is 25,000 square feet, and it's awesome. You exit Cave Springs Boulevard, exit off of Highway 70. You walk in, ask for Shelby or Paul. Tell them Jamie Rivers sent you in. But when you go in there, you've got everything. First thing you see is the tires. You can smell the tires, first of all. It just smells like a great garage, a shop. Go in there. They've got the rims. You've got the running boards, the light kits, the leveling kits, all of these great things for your vehicle to make it look super special. And again, no matter what type of vehicle you're driving, they have accessories for you. And let's not forget that they can provide any tire at all out there for any vehicle. So no need to go through winter with bad tires. Get in there. They will check your tires. They'll show you if they're good enough to go or if you need new tires. And then they'll even suggest what the best deal is for you. That's because they do it right over there at Pure Performance. So stop by, check things out, or get there online. Visit them at pureperformance.com. That's pure, P-U-R, performance.com.
Well, we know that the Cardinals are shopping Brendan Donovan. We also know that they're not going to just trade him because they're forced to. They're not. They can certainly retain Brendan Donovan, see what maybe teams want for him at the trade deadline, or just keep him and continue to build around him in some respects, or at least build around his veteran leadership and move forward. But they don't have to trade Brendan Donovan. But we keep hearing his name, and he keeps being linked to certain second base needy teams. The Mariners are the one that Brendan Donovan has been linked to the most. Katie Wu of The Athletic has also linked the Giants to Brendan Donovan. The problem, too, there's three problems. There's Ketel Marte, the second baseman for the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks are apparently willing to shop. There's Brandon Lau, the second baseman for the Rays. And there's Jeff McNeil, second baseman for the Mets. There is no shortage of second basemen that are available on the open market. Preferably, Brendan Donovan is the only second baseman or the only one that's got he's the best, and then there's a long drop-off. Then you get multiple teams bidding for his services. You can drive up the price, and the Cardinals get what they're asking for, which reportedly is a couple of top prospects. But if you hear the name Brandon Lau, you hear the name Jeff McNeil, it's certainly Ketel Marte. What are the odds that the Cardinals actually get what they want for Donovan? I think there's a couple of things that are in the Cardinals' favor here. Let's start off with Ketel Marte, because I think, and you and Carey may have said this too yesterday, Jamie, but the idea is, well, Ketel Marte, clearly a better player than Brendan Donovan. Certainly a better hitter.
Yeah, I'd say that.
The power's there, all that. Here's the problem, though, with Ketel Marte if you want him. One, he's 32 years old. He's 3 years older than Brendan Donovan. That's not nothing. Donovan is still in his prime. Mm-hmm. Marte is right at the edge of exiting his prime. Because your prime right now in baseball is about 26 to 30, maybe 31. That's your prime. If you look at Donovan compared to Marte, Donovan's also under team control for 2 years. And he's not making any money, relatively speaking. Mm-hmm. Marte is under contract for 6 seasons. And again, he's already 32. Yes, Jamie, get your hand up.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
Why the hell are we talking about Marte? Why?
Because
you're going the wrong way if you're the Cardinals. Like, all you keep talking about is we're trying to build this and looking at the future.
No. We're not trading for Marte.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're talking about the Donovan market.
Sorry. What are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing.
I got mad.
Yeah, no. We're not talking about Clark.
You're attacking Anthony.
No, I wasn't attacking
And
Anthony.
I was a bystander.
Yeah, we're not talking about the Cardinals acquiring Marte.
Just because I become aggressive doesn't mean I'm aggressive to that person.
I just find it funny
when
you get all riled up. I think it's funny.
I'm not being aggressive with Anthony. If I was, I would say Anthony and then get aggressive.
Mm-hmm. You just needed somebody to hear.
Oh, I got to stare out the window and get aggressive? That seems kind of weird.
No. Take two. The second base market as a whole. Carey. Looks like this.
Yeah.
Donovan.
But my point is I wouldn't even be looking at that guy.
Yeah, no.
Not trade, not nothing.
No,
just because, forget it.
Yeah, Cardinals for sure. No.
Whatever.
It wouldn't make much sense.
Dude.
Trade Donovan, acquire Marte?
That's not what it meant.
No.
Whatever.
6 years, 32 years old. Yes, you're getting the hitter, but you're also getting somebody that is older. You're getting somebody that contract's probably not going to look good in a couple of years. So to me, if you're the Mariners or the Giants and you're a team that's like, man, you're balking at the price of Donovan, if you go over to Marte, you're having to give up whatever the Arizona's asking for, and they're not just going to hand him over. Whatever Arizona's asking for, you're on the hook for the contract, and you don't know when the cliff's going to hit, because at some point it will. If you go to Brandon Lau's an older player as well, and he's been a little banged up. Not as expensive as Marte. He's 31 years old, but also not the same hitter as Marte is. And then Jeff McNeil is 33, but I think he's your cheapest option. So the whole question is, what are the odds? What are the chances the Cardinals get what they want for Donovan? I actually think it's still pretty high.
I do too. I think when you have multiple teams that are interested in a player, I think that drives the price up. And going back to the question, or at least the statement that you made, well, the Cardinals don't have to trade Brendan Donovan. I feel like they do. I feel like they really do.
They don't have to right now.
I would argue that this is the best return that you're going to get for Brendan Donovan.
The best might be at the deadline.
The best might be at the deadline.
However, that being said, you now run the risk of what's happened to the Cardinals in the past. If they've got a player that'd be really good at the deadline and then he's hurt at the deadline. So
there's some risk there.
There's risk. Do I think the Cardinals this offseason could get a really good return for Brendan Donovan based on the players we just talked about and what the price will be for those players and also their age? Yeah, I think you could. But I firmly believe that the biggest return you could get would be to a contender at the deadline.
I don't think that's a crazy thought. I don't. Because you got to remember, teams at that point are looking at their lineups, or they're looking at their rosters, and they're saying, okay, what additions can put us over the hump?
Are we just assuming that Brendan Donovan is going to be the exact same player that he was last year, all-star?
He's pretty consistent.
Healthy.
There are some health concerns, certainly, with Brendan Donovan. But if you want to look at Donovan's numbers here, I think he's a pretty consistent player overall, which is something that teams will pay for as well.
What if there's another second baseman out there that becomes more attractive that a team is willing to move off of?
That's why we're talking about these guys. You know? No matter what, there's never going to be a perfect fit.
I think Brendan Donovan, compared to these four guys, is top two. I think he's better than Lau and McNeil.
I do too. Again, he's younger. Here's his WRC plus: 127, 118, 115, and 119. That's pretty consistent. His walk rate, the last 3 seasons, 8.9, 7.2, 8.2. His strikeout rate, 14.3, and it's actually it lowered in 2024 at 12.4, and then it crept up a little bit last year to 13. But this is not a player that strikes out a ton. He draws walks at a pretty good clip. He gets on base pretty consistently. All of his numbers are pretty consistent. And again, you're getting a player that's in his prime. You want to acquire. If you're going to acquire a player when he's in his prime. And I don't think Jamie's crazy to say, well, if you don't hear what you're asking for right now, teams could come calling at the deadline. They know now where they're at. Hey, we're in first place. We got a really good team, but we need a leadoff hitter and somebody that's got some positional flexibility. Cool.
Well, that's
call the Cardinals for Donovan.
That's the key, too, is Donovan has positional flexibility.
Absolutely.
So if a team needs a shortstop, a second baseman, a fielder, you can look at Brendan Donovan. If he's having a good offensive year, we're talking like his OBP or whatever, just getting on base, that becomes attractive to teams because now you can plug him in. You don't need to have a spot specifically for him. You can plug him in.
Yes.
I just think you run the risk. I really do.
With what?
Injuries, him not having the same type of season. I think you're running the risk of that happening.
Okay, so I hear you. You're right. The other concern, though, and I think teams do this to themselves. You use the term they have to, right? They have to trade Brendan Donovan right now. His value is high, and you list good reasons. His value is high.
Super high right now.
We talked about the consistent player. We talked about the position flexibility, all of that. But when you get into the line of thinking, we have to do something, you could wind up taking a bad deal because you're forcing yourself to trade that player. I think Chaim Bloom, at least what he's saying publicly, has got the right approach here. We don't have to trade him. In his head, he might be like, "Man, we really want to, but we don't have to."
I love that about Chaim Bloom so far. Is he's been very direct about what the mission is, but then when push comes to shove, he plays poker.
Yeah,
even with the Nolan Arenado, where it was suggested, I think it was Greg Amsinger talked about maybe even DFAing him. He said, "No, we won't do him.
Yeah,
he'll be at third base. Like we're going to need a good deal here, or he'll be a Cardinal next season."
Right.
Like playing very coy almost is to try and get the maximum return for these players. Almost like I'm not just going to give them away. You're going to have to take them from me.
Right.
Which is kind of fun.
I agree. I think it's smart. Marsh, you look wildly unsatisfied right now.
He's disgusted with everything.
I just don't know if waiting till the deadline would be the best move, in my opinion. There's no guarantee that they're going to
trade him now. Then it's fine. I'm with you. I really am. I just still think the biggest return will be at the deadline. That's all. So you have to weigh one against the other.
I disagree. I don't think the biggest return will be at the deadline.
Ooh. It's a bold statement, Cotton.
Say that again.
You think their teams are like, we're going to give up 2 top 100 prospects at the trade deadline for a second baseman when he's not there for half the season and he might not produce at the same clip that he did this year?
Oh, I think teams make mistakes all the time at the deadline.
But right now, what's stopping teams from thinking that in the offseason? Because he was injured again last year. Mm-hmm. It's like,
he's an all-star. I'm just saying you have half a season to basically ruin your value. And I'm not saying that he will, because I really like Brendan Donovan.
Up your value.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, absolutely.
See, Marcy, not all
is
of us
that the
are
risk
glass
you're willing
half
to take?
empty.
If I don't hear the price that I want for Brendan Donovan, yes.
What if you never hear that price? Do you re-sign him then?
Then unfortunately you're gonna probably take a bad deal, or a lesser deal, I should say. You don't want to take the bad deal, but you take a lesser deal. But you also have to bake in that you're overestimating the market. Because you could say, hey, I'm not moving him unless I get two top prospects. And the rest of the league's saying to yourself, go fast on yourself. You overestimated the market.
Well, or you could go into it, say, we want 2 top prospects, and that's your starting point. If a team bites on it, then you get 2 top 100 prospects. If not, that's probably not the most realistic return that you expected. But in that deal, you shoot for a better return, knowing that they will counter, and then you work from there. So maybe what we're hearing is 2 top prospects. Maybe that's not realistic, but the Cardinals can meet somewhere in the middle, and that's actually where Chaim Bloom is looking.
You might be right. The art of negotiation. You're so smart, Marsh. Look at you.
Oh, thanks.
All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Carey will be joining us hopefully in the 3 o'clock hour. Joe Vitale will join us in about 15 minutes. We'll talk a little Blues hockey ahead of tonight's game against the Winnipeg Jets. But one of our own, one of St. Louis's own, is declared for the NFL draft. We'll talk about Jeremiyah Love, his journey, and what's next for the youngster, the talented running back from Notre Dame and again St. Louis. It's next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. Blues back in action tonight, taking on the Winnipeg Jets. Pregame starts at 6. Puck drop is at 7. Jonathan Berggren and Otto Stenberg will slot into the lineup tonight for the Blues. Joel Hofer making his 3rd start in a row. Once again, Blues Jets. You can listen to that right here on 101 ESPN. We'll talk with Joe Vitale at 2:45 and Blues head coach Jim Montgomery at 3:15. So stay tuned for that. But we're going to dive into Jeremiyah Love. He declares for the NFL Draft. We'll talk about that next, right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
Well, Jeremiyah Love is headed to the NFL. Of course, the running back from St. Louis and Notre Dame will head to the NFL after a very productive couple of seasons in South Bend. He rushed for 2,882 yards. He averaged, this is insane, he averaged 6.7 yards per carry, 36 touchdowns, 63 receptions, which is very important in today's NFL. 594 receiving yards and 6 receiving touchdowns. So again, the CBC product is headed to the NFL. And guys, I do think teams within the top 15 certainly will be taking a look at Jeremiyah Love. Again, he is the quintessential. Can we leave him in on 3rd down to throw him the ball? And you can. The thing that and I'm not saying this is a thing he lacks right now. But the thing that Jeremiyah Love will have to do is pass protect.
Oh yeah,
he will have to know how to keep his quarterback clean.
You know, it's funny. I heard Nick Saban tell a story about Derrick
Henry. Yeah, I think I've heard that one.
Yeah, probably.
So this is one of the big keys with Travion Henderson. And Marsh, I know me, you, Carey, we've talked about Travion Henderson. He's clearly the best overall back in New England.
Yeah.
Ramondre Stevenson's best days are over. He is no longer a featured back. Travion Henderson should be the guy. The problem is that Travion Henderson really struggles in pass protection. And while you can be a receiver in the passing game out of the backfield, if they can't trust you on 3rd down to help block or throw a chip before you leak out to the flats, you can't play. And I think that's one of the reasons why Ramondre Stevenson continues to see a fair amount of work in New England. So hopefully Jeremiyah Love, one of his big traits is that he can pass protect because he's going to be, otherwise he's going to be a stud.
So, I mean, I understand on 3rd down, but don't you have to be able to pick up your block on 1st or 2nd down, depending on the play?
Absolutely, yeah.
If a team comes with an all-out blitz and you got a guy who's clueless out there, your quarterback's still getting murdered, even if it's on 2nd down.
100%. Well, the key is you're not always going to run on 1st down, right?
Yeah, you're not.
But you also don't want to take him off the field because you're telling the defense,
So
hey,
you got to leave him in there.
Yes.
And if you go with a pass play, he's got to be able to protect the quarterback, at least give him a fighting chance.
Yeah, you want to be a complete back. Saquon Barkley, Jonathan Taylor, Bijan Robinson. You want to be a complete back. You have to be somebody that can, wear defenses down, especially in the second half when you got a lead. You have to be a part of the team's passing game because when you don't have the lead, are you removing a running back to put a pass catcher on the field? And can you pass protect? And I do think that Jeremiyah Love can do all 3 of those things. And that's one of the reasons why he's going to be, a top 15 back. Question is who's going to take him. So if you look at, and I know a lot of things can change.
There are plenty of teams that need a good back. I mean, there are. Think about the teams that we've talked about all season long. We're like, well, you don't have to worry about the running game. The running game stinks. This guy's only 2.3 yards per carry. Like, all of those things, those teams are looking for somebody.
Absolutely. So if you look at the current updated draft order, the Giants pick number 1, the Raiders 2, Titans 3, Cleveland Browns 4, Jets 5, Arizona might be a really good fit.
Cleveland needs somebody, don't they?
They have Quinshon Judkins, so yeah, they're all right. They just drafted him. Breece Hall is still with the Jets unless they decide to trade him. They could always go that route. Arizona, I think, is a really good landing spot.
What about New Orleans?
Jeremiyah Love. Yeah, I think
Kamara is getting up there. I know they have Neal, who has shown some positive strides this season.
Yep.
But you talk about the pass catching aspect of things. If you could sort of recreate what they had with Drew Brees and Alvin Kamara back in the day, like that was a dynamic offense.
You know, it would be sweet. And I'm not a big proponent of taking a running back high in drafts. I'm just not.
Unless they're like
unless they're dudes.
The dude.
But you've seen recently Bijan Robinson, absolute bleeping stud.
Yeah.
Ashton Genty. And I know there's not a lot of talent around Ashton Genty. It's not all him.
Well, that's the key. Why are you drafting a running back that high when your offensive line is one of the worst in the league?
Correct. And you have no
doesn't
quarterback.
Make sense.
You have no passing game. You can't. Yeah. Ashton Genty might be fine when it's all said and done, but he better be. You invested a high draft pick in him. But going back to Jeremiyah Love, you know, it'd be sweet. You know who picks 13 right now? Right now.
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs. That'd be fun.
You think he drops that low?
Probably not.
I mean, they could.
But the Chiefs could also move up.
They could.
I mean, I'm not talking about trading up. I'm talking about in the next couple of weeks. Now, they got the Titans, so I would think that they could still handle the Titans even with Gardner Minshew, but the Titans have played better in the second half than they have in the first half. Not that that's saying much, but your Minnesota Vikings are also 12th, Marsh.
Yeah, that would. I mean, they're going to win the next 3 games. So
that's true. They're going to move back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you got JJ McCarthy.
Now that we're out of the playoffs, they'll probably take down.
I
would hope they take down the Giants. Probably take down the Lions and the Packers too. Maybe ruin a season or 2.
There you go. He's looking forward to. Look at he's got a smirk. Yep. All right. So congratulations, Jeremiyah Love. Again, he's declared for the 2026 NFL Draft. We'll certainly follow the CBC Products draft process because I do think he's going to be a top 12 pick. So
it's really cool seeing all these St. Louis products do well in the NFL.
Absolutely. There's really a ton.
Cool. Yeah.
Kyron Williams, unfortunately, is hurt right now, but Sam Laporta, the Highland product that's out in for the Lions.
Jameson
Williams certainly is. I mean, he has really emerged. They paid him earlier in the year, and the thought was like, well, okay, but you're still kind of only using him as a deep threat. We've seen over the last couple of weeks, Jameson Williams has become one of the focal points in the offense, and maybe he benefited too from. Unfortunately, Sam Laporta's injury.
Obviously, Brady Cook made his starting debut over the weekend. So good for him as well.
Yep.
So really cool.
There's a long list, too. We won't be able to name all of them. But all right, it's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Joe Vitale join us next. We'll talk to him about the Blues-Jets matchup here on 101 ESPN. Well, you saw the NBA Cup being played last night. Did you play at Underdog? If not, got to get there. Have you signed up yet? What are you waiting for? When the NBA, with the NBA rolling, Underdog Fantasy, it's the best place to play it. And with so many different ways to cash in on your hunches. Again, Underdog, it's super easy to play. Just choose whether or not certain players are going to go higher or lower on their stats. They got points, they got rebounds, they got assists. They even got blocks and fantasy points that you could choose. They set the fantasy point number, and you can choose whether or not a player will go higher or lower on their fantasy number. If you get your entries right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play for as little as $1. Switching gears, though, at Underdog, Jake Paul steps back into the ring on Friday, and Underdog is dropping a 50% boost to crank up the action. So for the chance to win 5,000 times your cash, there's no better time to be playing than right now on Underdog. Again, with Jake Paul stepping back in the ring Friday, Underdog is dropping a 50% boost. So get in on the action. You can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play for as little as $1. So download that app today or head to the website. Use the promo code Anthony to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Again, use that promo code Anthony. Just remember my first name at sign up. Underdog. Make plays, win money. Must be 18 or older in present Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Talking everything St. Louis Blues as we head into the Blues booth on 101 ESPN. Presented by Boardwalk Hardwood Floors. Find your perfect new floor at boardwalkhardwood.com.
Andrew Marsh and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Carey should be joining us sometime in the 3 o'clock hour today. But let's head to the Collier and Thompson phone line, and we'll talk to our guy Joe Vitale ahead of tonight's Blues and Jets matchup. What's up, Joe?
What's up, boys? How you doing?
We're doing great. Interesting news today that Joel Hofer will start his third straight game in net. Jordan Binnington will draw the start tomorrow night on this back-to-back. But what do you make of Joel Hofer starting 3 straight games?
Yeah, I tell you what, Stalls. First of all, I don't know about you guys, but every day you wake up, and I feel like with the Blues news, I mean, there's nothing that is boring. about what's happening with injuries and guys coming in and guys are signing. Robbie Fabry new contract to pick up a new player off waivers. Here comes Joe Hofer, making another start in a row. So it is up and down. It's all over the place. It's definitely not boring. And the news, one of the big news stories today is Joe Hofer going back in the cage. Am I surprised by it? I wouldn't say I'm surprised by it. I think that it's something that's definitely warranted. I think outside of a couple sloppy goals last game, this has been your goaltender that has been right in the hotter wave, if you will. He's been having more consistent play. And Stalter, I think that for how Jim Montgomery operates, he's a man of accountability, and that, remember, goes both ways. If you play bad, you're going to get obviously reprimanded for that. If you play good, you're going to get rewarded. So I think for a team and a bunch of players who have a coach that wants to hold you accountable, you have to be rewarded for playing some elite hockey. I think Joel certainly has. Talked to him briefly this morning in the locker room. He was a bit surprised coming to the room this morning and seeing that he got the number. But you know what? Like I said, it's a back-to-back situation. Jim Montgomery knew he's going to get one of the two. And I think that the matchup-wise, Joel has had great numbers against his team, of course, his hometown club against the Winnipeg Jets. And it allows Jordan Binnington to slide in tomorrow against the Rangers. Remember, Joe Hofer didn't play very well in the Blues loss against the Rangers in New York. So matchups, rust ratio, and I think Joe Hofer's got the edge right now on Jordan Binnington. You got to go with that goaltender.
Joe, more importantly for me is during the broadcast tonight, are you going to be calling him Jonathan Berggren or Jonathan Berggren?
Is it Jonathan or Janitin? What are you
That's
going
what I'm
with?
saying. I don't know. I'm going with Johnny. I'm just going to tell him, by the way, your name's Johnny Berggren.
I'm going to say J-Bone. Let's go J-Bone.
J-Bone. Grenner. Hey, Grenner.
Hey, Grenner, exactly right. I don't know how they pronounce it. Obviously, your former club, Jamie, and the scouting report that we've got on him. I haven't seen him play a whole lot. He had more games a few years ago, but he's been a player that Detroit's kind of had in, they've had out. I mean, we've seen this a lot with players where they kind of hang around, and maybe they get an opportunity, don't do a lot with it. The players are going to complain. Not saying that Johnny is, but they complain at times that maybe the right opportunity didn't present itself, and they move on to a new club and they can take off. I mean, heck, it's happened on the wrong side, the Blues, quite a bit. I mean, I still think about players like Jake Wallman, who in the same regard, around a lot with the Blues, gets in, maybe a little too high risk. They get pulled him out. He complains that maybe he can't find a lot of consistency when you keep pulling him in and out. Find a new team for him, and then he just takes off. So you're hoping for this young man that he has that. So again, from what I've heard from Detroit, when it looks good, it's good. When it looks bad, it's bad. It's kind of a sink or swim for Berggren, where he can make those flashy plays and he can absolutely razzle you and really take you to the edge of your seat. But at the same time, 2 shifts later, he'll make a sloppy play right to the middle, turnover in the back of the net. So it can't be so much home run strikeout for him. He's got to find some sort of consistency, and hopefully under a new squad with Jim Montgomery, he can find that.
Joe, there's a lot of younger players in this lineup, and I asked this question to Jamie the other day, but I wanted to get your thoughts on it as well. Do you think it's better for a younger player to develop on a winning team or on a team that allows for more ice time?
Oh, without a doubt, a winning team. Mm-hmm. Well, Jamie, what did you say?
Well, I was a little soured by it, Joey, because I came to a great team here in St. Louis, and I got told I wasn't allowed to play the game I played my whole life before because we had guys that were already doing it. So,
yeah.
So a little sour grapes, maybe.
Yeah, I understand that side of it for sure. And I think that certainly sometimes, the skill and the creativity is coached out of young players. I've always found, though, that if I'm a young player, you want to come into a winning culture. And I guess that doesn't really – I guess you can come into a winning culture but not be a winning team. I guess there's probably a fine balance there. But I look at players, you come into the Colorado Avalanche organization over the last 5-6 years. You know what winning culture looks like. Right? You're going to see Nathan McKinnon showing up every single day. I had the luxury of growing up and being groomed in the Penguins organization, in the middle of their cups. And you see the way Sidney Crosby just operates on a normal basis. Heck, even Jordan Binnington and Colton Parayko, when they were with him last year at the Four Nations, just all they would talk about is his preparation and his leadership skills. So when you're around that, it can't help but make you better. Yes, for a young player, you are going to get less ice time, less opportunity. But I think when you're growing, I don't think you need a ton of opportunity. I think if you can kind of have it in doses and then just try to take advantage. I think it's more important to surround yourself every single day in practice around the rink, in the weight room, watching, players. I'll never forget, Crosby, even to this day, he comes off the ice every single game. He sits down, takes his shoulder pads off, jersey, puts on his hat, sits down and answers every single question from the media, every time. No questions asked. I think for young players to see that, the professionalism about how the game is operated and how you should approach the game and get back to the game, to me, that's also valuable. So, yes, less opportunity on a good team, but I think the day out of what you see grooms you to become a longer, more sustainable player in this league.
Joe Vitale joining us right now in the Fast Lane on 101 at ESPN. Joe, speaking of the approach to the game, I realize that they're down so many players. I understand that the expectations have to shift, but you're still playing games. From your hockey experience, I know this in like football, there's certain things you can do to attempt to level the playing field when you're dealing with injuries, or maybe you're not a good team and you're facing a good team. What is it in hockey when you are either a wounded animal like the Blues are right now, or at a major disadvantage from a talent standpoint? What are some of the strategies that you can use to tip the scales back in your favor?
Yes, it's a great question. I think every game, every opponent's a little bit different. A couple of things that really stand out about teams that survive throughout stretches like this. Number one, I think it's fair to say that your goaltender has to carry you through games. And I think the goaltending has to steal you games. I think there's games we saw earlier, Jamie, you were on the trip we went to Ottawa, where the Ottawa Senators were all over the place. And then, of course, it was Joel Hofer that made 41 saves in that game, put the team on his back, and then they win 2-1. So goaltending certainly has got to be elite. We know that. The second thing that stands out is you got to be okay winning those small games. Again, I'll go back to the Ottawa game. You win that game 2-1. That was a feisty game. That was a chippy game, right? And the Blues were patient. They got the good goaltending, and they got the advantage at the very end in the third period, and they shut it down. I think the Blues can look at the Ottawa Senators game as a really good blueprint about how they are going to survive and keep their head above water with all these injuries. So goaltending, number one, be okay winning tight games, be okay winning low-scoring games. You almost got to play that. I know it's hard to watch at times, but just that really boring style, defend first, keep it to the outside, and almost outpatient your opponent. And again, you got the Winnipeg Jets coming tonight. This is a very solid team. The record doesn't show for it. They've lost their goaltender for a big portion of the season. They have him back in Connor Hellebuyck. So watch for them now to start really making some hay. But to play a patient game against this team, their top line it's elite, right? It's one of the best lines in all of hockey right now with Kyle Connor and Velarde and, of course, Mark Scheifele. So how do you just do a good job if you're Robert Thomas? Shut down, shut down, shut down. Be on the right side of battle. Have guys back, right? Layered support in the D zone, and don't necessarily worry about offense, right? Just do a good job doing that, and then hopefully have an opportunistic moment or two in the third to get ahead, and then shut down. So goaltending, number one, and then you got to be okay winning these low-scoring games.
All right, Joe, we appreciate you. Have a great call tonight as the Blues take on the Jets, and we'll circle back next week with you.
Sounds good, boys. You guys talk next week.
All right, thanks. It's Joe Vitale here in the Fast Lane on 101 at ESPN. Quick reminder, we also have Jim Montgomery coming up in 15 minutes. He is our weekly chat. We do our weekly chat with Coach, so we'll talk to him about tonight's matchup, lean into some of his thought process, too, when it comes to his now young, banged-up team. It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Do Alabama and Miami have to win at least a first-round matchup in order to prove that they belong in the college football playoff? There's a certain question I have for this, too. That's next on 101 ESPN.
Cheap, cheap, fun, fun.
Let's get dirty, St. Louis. Visit my friends over at Dirt Cheap. They are your one-stop party shop. Man, just had an awesome event there last weekend. We were down at the Afton location. My guy, Bert Kreischer, came by. He's got his vodka out there right now. That's available at Dirt Cheap. Just an amazing time over there. The people just do an excellent job of making sure that you get what you want for the price that is reasonable. And let's go back to the name Dirt Cheap. That's the price, not the product. I can tell you why. Because I bought all my stuff for the Rivers holiday party over there. We got great bourbons, great red wines, high-end tequilas, everything we needed for an incredible celebration here at holiday time. And Dirt Cheap's there for you to do the exact same thing. Make sure you download the Dirt Cheap Rewards app. You start saving immediately. I've got some stuff saved up in there. Next time I go in, I get to use my rewards, which is always fun. You can use the app to place an order for delivery or pickup as well. And there's all sorts of good things that are on there. So please download that app today as soon as you can. For any other information or even more information on what I just talked about, visit cheapcheapfunfun.com. Again, that's cheapcheapfunfun.com. Whatever your tastes, you'll find it at Dirt Cheap. Again, you can order ahead with the Dirt Cheap app. And remember to have fun, but please be careful out there.
Your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler, with Andrew Marsh and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Carey Davis will be joining us shortly. Marsh, you actually posed the question that I teased. Does Alabama and Miami, do they have to win? And I'm assuming win the first round matchup, not a national championship. But does Miami and Alabama, do they have to win in order to prove that they belong in the college football playoff? Your thought process on this is, pretty straightforward. If those are the two teams that were shrouded in the most controversy, then you at least better win your first round matchup, or you run the risk of proving you don't belong.
Yeah, is it as simple as winning, or do they need to cover? Like, what does that look like? Because let's keep in mind, they are both respective to their own game that they're playing in. They're the lower seeded team. They shouldn't win.
Miami's an underdog too. They're a 3.5-point dog.
Like, they shouldn't win the game.
Well, Alabama's an underdog too.
What are they?
I'm looking at it right now, minus 1.5.
Okay. Yeah. So close to a pick 'em,
Take
but
it for what it's worth.
Technically a dog, sure. So when you ask the question, do Alabama and Miami have to win in order to prove they belong in the college football playoff? My response is actually to meet it with another question. Mm-hmm. And that question is, it depends on who's asking.
I think Notre Dame fans would be asking for one, but then if we move the ball forward, who else do you think would be those people? BYU fans? I don't know if any other college football fans that don't care about what transpired with the selection committee, they're just focused on their own team, if they really care.
Sark's not that happy down in Texas. I just watched a whole video on him talking about how if we just get the criteria, I don't want to speak for all the coaches, but I think I do, that we just want to know what the criteria is.
You know what?
He's obviously not happy.
Nobody knows what the criteria is.
You know what? If they did take the best 12 teams, they still wouldn't have made it.
Not by the committee's rankings.
No. But that's what he's saying. How are they doing this? Like, are they weighing a good loss better than a bad loss? Or a good win, a bad, like...
They're having.
It is confusing.
It is confusing, but I actually don't think I don't think if you just replace. How many members of the committee are there? 12, 13, 12. Something like that?
I would hope it's an odd number. Wouldn't it? Because what if you have 6?
Yeah. That's true.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Probably is 12, though, based on that.
Probably is 12. Damn it, we got 6 and 6 again. How do we do this?
Get that coin out.
Whatever the committee size is. If you replace those people with, I don't know, head coaches, former head coaches or former whatever, you still have the same problem.
Yeah.
You're still minimizing the amount of teams that you have to choose from because of the criteria of the conference champions.
Yeah.
It's not, I hear what Sark's saying, and I hear what you're saying, Jamie. I completely agree with you. Do wins count more? Do head-to-head count more? But you can't even get there because you have to fit certain teams, i.e. conference champions, into the college football play. You have to factor them in.
That's the biggest problem, right?
Yes, there. Correct. So that is the biggest issue.
That's the one thing that needs to be corrected, hopefully this offseason. Yes. But then if we move the ball forward here, figuratively speaking, good pun. But anyways, what if, and this is now, it's maybe we're tiptoeing into the gray area here. Maybe there's a better way of doing it. But let's say you have a team like Florida State. They beat the wheels off of Notre Dame, right, to start the season?
Alabama.
Alabama. Alabama, my bad. I don't have Notre Dame on the brain right now. If a team is a certain underdog, 10 points or more, like that loss is considered a bad loss. It gives you like a -5 in the category. But then if you're an underdog and you beat a team or you beat a team in the rank, you get +2 for like a +3. Like, what if they actually created a scale based on what a good victory really is and what a bad loss really is?
Jamie, I don't think that's crazy at all.
Because then it's easy. You lost to a team that's a 10-point dog. That's a -5. You started your season -5. That's not my fault. That's yours.
Yep. Jamie, I do not think you're wrong whatsoever. Now, you get into like you said, you get into the gray area because now teams are aware of what the point spreads are and things like that.
Okay, but let's take the point spread out. What about a non-ranked team? Is -10 if you lose to that. If you're ranked, or depending if you're a top 10 team, you lose to a non-ranked, it's -10. If you're a 10 to 20, if you're like the scale is ever moving because that's what it is. It's either a really bad loss,
right,
or a good loss is like a number 3 loses to a number 2.
Sure.
Or number 4 loses to a number 5. Like, that's still a good loss.
And it could be a sliding scale, too. So, like, for example, South Florida, right? South Florida plays today in the Cure Bowl against Old Dominion.
Cure Bowl?
The Cure Bowl.
Like the band?
I don't think so.
That's quite a thing for them.
That would be nice. Yeah, certainly. But the reason why I bring up South Florida is they beat Boise State. And Boise State was ranked, and they also beat Florida. I believe Florida was ranked at the time. Maybe they weren't, but still a big win, right? So right out of the gates, they won as a 4.5-point dog and an 18-point dog outright. You're like, oh, man, this is unbelievable.
Maybe +10.
But as the season wore on, they started to look like they lost outright to Navy as a 9.5-point favorite. They lost outright to Memphis as a 3-point favorite. it's a sliding scale. So I like your point structure here, where you get docked or you increase your points as the season wears on. That's how you hopefully avoid, unless the injuries at the very last week, you avoid a problem like you had a couple of years ago with Florida State. And that ultimately, you can't cover everything.
No, but I just think
you can't cover every situation.
I think if you have a scale or a model in place, like an actual model that follows the rules, that is very diagrammed to the top 10, top 20, top 25, top 30, 40, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And you put points attached to that. So if you beat a team that's, ranked ahead of you, or depending on how far, it's like it's +2, +3, +5, +10. Who knows?
Yeah.
Right? But then if you lose to a team that's crap, it's -10.
You get docked.
It's -5, -6, -7, -10, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of the year, the coaches then, and this is what Sark is talking about, the coaches now have something tangible. They may not like it, but it's tangible where they can pull up their email and look at, there it is. Every team's point structure throughout the entire season as to how they got to either in or out.
It's not bad. It's not a bad thought.
Call me NCAA. Call me. I got nothing else going on,
Got a lot going on. By the way, the number one team in the nation, I know we kind of moved off of this a couple minutes ago, but the number one team in the nation, from a spread standpoint, can you name them? I'll give you a hint. They're in the playoffs. They're somewhere they're somewhere 1 through 12.
To win it?
Nope. The team that had the best spread record this season.
Ohio State.
Marsh is going with Ohio State.
I think it would have to be Indiana.
Jamie are you going Indiana?
Yeah.
Ohio State is 10-2-1 against the spread this season. Indiana is, let me see here if I can find them.
Because I feel like the spread would have been smaller until they figured out they're actually a really good team.
8-5.
Oh, wow.
Against the spread.
Okay.
The only reason I remember Ohio State having
It's not Ohio State, by the way.
It's not, okay.
It's Georgia.
Ohio State is second at 10-2-1. Nope.
How about this?
Yeah.
Texas Tech.
Is it Texas Tech?
Texas Tech
My
is
Techies.
Texas Tech 11-2 against the number this year.
Okay, wow.
So they're number one.
They're number one. Okay. Utah State was 10-2.
Wow.
Nice.
I don't know how the Aggies finished this year, but I know they're not in the college football playoff.
No, they're not.
So back to the original question, yes or no?
It depends. I don't think Notre Dame fans and Texas fans and Notre Dame players and coaches and Texas players and coaches and Vanderbilt, and on down the line, I don't think there's anything that shy of winning the national championship. And even then, Notre Dame probably was like, hey, that could have been us. Mm-hmm. I don't think anything will convince those teams, those players, those fan bases that Alabama and Miami should have been in. Because this is a perfect echo chamber situation. Mm-hmm. I saw somebody, I think it was a text line or somebody in the snake pit yesterday said, Alabama had 3 losses. If you fall into that category, you don't even think that Alabama should have another shot. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't be playing against Oklahoma. It's a perfect echo chamber thing.
Yeah.
So I don't think now maybe to the college football fan, like the casual fan, that at least knew how Alabama and Miami got into the playoffs. If you win, you're at least they proved it.
Right.
Otherwise, no, I don't think there's anything that they can do.
Last point here. I do wonder, though, if moving forward, even let's say Alabama gets smoked by Oklahoma. I don't think that will be the case. Mm-hmm. But I wonder if the committee looks at it moving forward and is like, okay, we know that you made the conference championship game and you lost, but you earned that right to go into the SEC conference championship game. But at the end of the day, like, your team really wasn't that good when the season ended. Not the same team in the middle of the season. Maybe we'll leave you out because ultimately we did make a mistake. I wonder if that ends up, funneling into the minds of the committee in the following years.
Well, I think what we can all agree on is they need to go back to the drawing board again. This is only year 2. Mm-hmm. They made their adjustments after last season. I thought it was good adjustments. They shouldn't have teams like Boise State be hosting and getting a bye. Mm-hmm. So they made that change this year. I think they made some more mistakes and
conferences got to go bye-bye.
Or you certainly got to have a better ranking system. All right, Jim Montgomery, head coach of the Blues, next on 101 ESPN.
topics in the sports world?
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending? Brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
All right, so the head coach, Jim Montgomery, will join us now at the bottom of the hour, 3:30. Coach is pulling into the rink.
Some excuse, somebody's pulling into the rink. He's got to get ready for the game.
Day, things like that. But
which, by the way, hats off to Monty. A lot of times coaches don't like to do game day things.
He's open to it. Yeah. All right, so the coach will join us 3:30, bottom of the hour. So, Omaha, we're going to pivot. Marsh has got what's trending for us.
All right, what is trending? How about Leon Draisaitl picks up his 1,000th point last night. First German-born player in NHL history to get 1,000 points, and he scored against his former teammate, Stuart Skinner.
Yeah, who hasn't?
The entire team. Literally everybody at this point now. The entire team comes out to celebrate this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right next to Stuart Skinner, who's standing in the blue paint. He's standing right there in the crease. He even has his Edmonton Oilers helmet still on.
Don't be.
That's just tough.
Don't allow the goal.
That's a tough.
It is
just a tough scene.
Look, weird situation that both goalies. I think it's both of their first starts for their new team. I think I could be wrong, but it's
definitely Skinner's first start with the Penguins.
Skinner had an immigration problem going. Maybe Jari, it's his second one, but either way, such a quick turnaround to be facing your former team. And, like, come on, the Oilers are loaded with scoring potential. Leon Draisaitl getting his 1,000-point, guys celebrating it. It's not like they're trying to rub it in Skinner's face. They like him. From what I gather, he was a very, very well-liked guy in that locker room. But it's a moment you celebrate with your team, and Skinner's no longer part of your team.
Yeah.
As cruel as the business is, that's just the bottom line. Mm-hmm. That's it. By the way, they hit the over in the first period.
Nice job, Jamie.
Yeah.
Nice job.
The feeling about this one.
Oh, boy.
Well, Skinner's in that.
Yeah. You nailed it. Marcia, did you hit yours?
I'm pretty sure I did. Let me just double check, because the way that this went down last night was pretty interesting. So it was the Flyers, Canadians, and there was a goal scored by Texier with 1 minute left to go in the period. And then Carl Grundstrom scored about 40 seconds later. So I got both of my 2 goals in the final minute of the first period. And it hit.
There you go.
Well done, Marsh.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
My Jacksonville State Gamecocks also came through.
They did. They almost did it, though.
Hey.
Hail Mary almost ruined it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was... It shouldn't even been that close. I don't even know why Troy got the ball back. Like, Jacksonville State had picked up a key first down late in the game, and I thought that thing was going to be a wrap. Plus, they were down at halftime. They're down 13-7 at half. But I know the Gamecocks.
Mm-hmm. You sure do.
From Jacksonville State.
Yeah.
Not those Gamecocks. The other ones.
Yeah. Well, speaking of football, Puka Nacua, a lot of people talking about him today. He made some comments on a live stream with Aiden Ross and Neon. Those two are internet streamers, for those that don't know. This is what Nacua had to say. The refs are the worst. Some of the rules aren't these guys want to be. These guys are lawyers. They want to be on TV, too. You don't think he's texting his friends in the group chat like, yo, you guys just saw me on Sunday Night Football. That wasn't PI, but I called it.
Okay, what is he thinking? First of all, I'm just going to say the obvious out loud. Most of any NFL spectator probably thinks that the Chiefs get the majority of the calls the last few years. Mm-hmm. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Mm-hmm. But you can go on any social media and you see that they've got the refs dressed as Kansas City Chiefs, the Chiefs wearing ref jerseys, like all sorts of things.
All kinds of things.
All kinds of things.
Mahomes and the refs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Pictures of both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So weird stance. And then to say they're like lawyers, they all want to be on TV. I know a lot of lawyers in my life. I do. Maybe a couple want to be on TV. I don't know if all of them want to be on TV.
Like, let's not paint with the broad.
Weird, why lawyers?
Here's the other thing too. Like
referees are lawyers.
They are.
That wasn't PI.
Not all of them, but like they all have other jobs.
What? They're not lawyers, though, Anthony.
Some might be.
I highly doubt it.
You're telling me they have a job and then all of a sudden they just fly to another city and start calling all these
100%.
stupid penalties?
Yes, most.
I don't know if it'd be lawyers,
they're not full time. They're not like full time employees.
Is it the same way in the NHL?
No, they're flying all over the country 2, 3, 4 times a week.
Yeah, this is only once a week.
Well, I guess you're right.
NFL refs, other jobs. Most NFL referees have other full-time careers, as officiating is a part-time role, with common professions include lawyers, teachers, sales execs, financial advisors, engineers, and business owners, allowing them to earn significant supplemental income from the NFL while maintaining diverse professional lives.
There you have it. Or maybe they are lawyers.
What'd you say? Lies.
I said lies. Lives. Law and finance attorneys. Cleet Blakeman, Ron Torbert, financial advisors, Sean Hockley, tax managers, Alan Eck.
Wow.
Tony Corrente is a high school teacher.
It just blew my mind.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're not full-time refs.
I just don't know if Puka's going to get any gratuitous calls here.
Yeah. Not smart there. Not smart.
No.
Puka Nacua.
I don't think so.
No.
By the way, well, you guys knew this, and Jamie fulfilled my lifelong dream of being a Zamboni driver.
Yes, you
You're
did.
telling me that Zamboni drivers have other jobs too?
Oh, I don't know. Jamie, you would know better than I would on that.
I would imagine.
I would imagine too.
Because I guess it depends where, right? So, like, if you're at Centene Community Ice Center,
Yeah.
you're a Zamboni driver / arena maintenance, all that stuff.
That's probably the same thing for the Enterprise Center.
It's I don't know that. I know that the guys who drive the Zambonis, but they only do it for games, like game days. Because they're not, most of the time the practice is at Centene, so the ice just sits there. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I don't know, guys.
We'll find out.
We'll have to find out. Yeah.
I'll ask.
Find the fast lane out, Jamie. You're our guy on this.
I'll ask her.
Okay.
I wonder if there's some referees out there that are on radio shows.
Oh, I doubt it.
Maybe you could be a referee, Anthony.
Oh, I don't know if I want to be a ref.
No?
But hey, maybe. Maybe.
I would never want to be a ref.
No, I don't think so either.
Nobody ever really likes you. Like, because even when you make a call,
Yeah,
that
your
one
family
team
does.
Nah,
Friends.
even your family sometimes, probably because you travel a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
But even if you make a good call, one team is happy, the other team hates your guts.
Yeah. Yeah, you could be right. What a call, but you're still getting mother
You're
bleeped.
still a piece of you know what.
Yeah.
And then, like, wherever building you're in, all those people hate you too.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Seems like a really positive vibe.
Yeah, sure. Well, I feel positive right now.
Yep.
Jim Montgomery, Blues head coach, will join us next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. Blues back in action tonight, taking on the Winnipeg Jets. Pregame starts at 6 o'clock right here on 101 ESPN. Puck drop is at 7, and we will be joined by Blues head coach Jim Montgomery next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Puck with the head coach of your St. Louis Blues, Jim Montgomery. Coach Monty is presented by Fisher Window and Door Store, offering quality American-made Marvin windows and doors. Visit their showrooms in Brentwood and East Alton, Illinois.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN with Carey Davis and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Let's head to the Callier and Thompson phone line, where we're joined by the head coach of your St. Louis Blues, Jim Montgomery. Monty, what's up, man?
Not much, gentlemen. How we doing?
We're good, Monty. We're good. Have you gotten all the introductions out of the way with all the new players you have on your roster here recently?
New blood brings new energy, you know. Like we got a couple of new guys that are raring to wear the blue note.
Do you have to put their names on their helmets, Coach? Know who the hell they are?
On the back of their helmets. It's not hockey school. I see the back of their helmet.
Coach, in all seriousness, how challenging is it sometimes as a coaching staff where you've got a bunch of up and downs from the American Hockey League, some guys who are still here. You got Robbie Fabry, who is fresh off of his PTO in Charlotte. You got Berggren that's now coming in from another organization, and you're trying to keep everybody playing within your systems, your details, your habits, but some of these guys are just learning about what your expectations are.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's challenges to everything, you know, as you go through the grind of the NHL season. And this season a little more, and that's why I think a lot of teams have more injuries, is there's been a lot more games and in a lot less days. And just the bodies, for a lot of teams, have had a lot of injuries. And we've just come up with it here in the last 3 weeks where it's really become pronounced for us. You know, we have a technical package that we have that we can show players. And then we also go through on the board with them, because some people learn through video. Some people are more through, you know, visually they learn better on a board. We don't have the muscle memory to be able to create, but most players and most systems are relatively the same. And it's just a matter of how quickly the individual can acclimate to the new language.
Coach, do you have to constantly, after each game, kind of reevaluate how you want to approach the next game systematically? Because you're constantly, you got a constant churn now for players, and obviously everybody's got a different skill set. Or do you find yourself trying to stay steady with the game plan because you don't want to change things up too much because you got so many young players?
Yeah, I think we're trying to stay steady and just make minor adjustments to how we play. Like on our forecheck, do we keep our F3 in the middle of the ice? Do we keep them wider? That's an example of the minor wrinkles that we add right now, and it's more about us playing connected hockey, and we really focus on our tracking and our D-zone coverage, because if you play good defense, you're always going to give yourself a chance to win.
Coach, obviously it's a task for you and your coaching staff to get everyone in the right spot and going in the right direction. How difficult is it for the players to play with new teammates, guys that they just met earlier today or in the last couple of days? How difficult is it for them to figure out what they're doing on the ice together?
Yeah, I think it's harder for younger players because they're not used to how transitional our lineup has been this year. Transient, I guess, is a better word than transitional. With that, the older players are more accustomed to it. The chemistry on the ice, that is either comes quickly or you figure out you got to switch lines around, because some players have chemistry with other players and they don't with others. It's just how you see the game and how your instincts kind of mesh together.
Coach, we were just talking about it earlier. Third start in a row for Joel Hofer. Obviously, the young netminder. He's played pretty well here recently. Just, Again, I asked you this the other day. Was it a planned start or just something kind of on the fly that you guys think right now gives him a great opportunity and you guys a great opportunity as well?
Well, I mean, I think it's a game-to-game philosophy we have as far as the net. We have an idea going into a road trip whether we're going to alternate or when Binner might get 2 and when Hofer might get 2 in a row. And we're just looking at Joel Hofer. He had the shutout. We gave him the second game in a row, and the second game for our team and for him wasn't as good as the first one. And then for him, this last start, our team wasn't good enough, and he was, unfortunately, as a goaltender, exposed to the poor play in front of him. And now we want to give him an opportunity to see how he does on a back-to-back after an average game for our team and him, and see how he responds to that, because he's never gotten that opportunity as a pro. And we know with the back-to-back it affords us. We weren't going to play either one back-to-back, so tomorrow night will be Binner's net.
Coach Jim Montgomery joining us right now in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Coach, Dalibor Dvorsky, your youngster, scored a couple of goals the other night. What have you seen out of the kid based on, he had a cup of coffee in the league. Now he's getting an extended run. What's been the key to his success since he returned to the NHL?
Yeah, I mean, the key to his success has been his maturation, understanding the league, understanding the travel, how it affects your body. We knew that at some point after the hot start he had that, it's just for everyone. You have a little cooling off period. And to see him come out of it with more confidence now than he had even in his first week when he was playing on adrenaline and excitement. Now we think he's starting to understand what gives Dalibor Dvorsky success. Moving his feet, winning face-offs, having a shot first attitude. Those are things we're starting to see in the last 2 games become more and more prevalent, and that's going to allow him to be successful consistently in the league.
Coach, I don't know if you've been asked this, but have you ever been a part of a team that has had this many injuries to one position group in a season?
Yeah, the year I was in Dallas, we used 15 defensemen that season over the course of the year. So it hit hard on defense, and you got to have both ways. Us, it's our forward group, but defensively and offensively in the game of hockey, you utilize all 5 players on the ice. And we have to have that bend, don't break attitude defensively and offensively. We got to get greasier goals. We got to be at the net fronts. We're not going to get as many pretty goals with Snuggerud and Kyrou out of the lineup. We know that. But we can get more greasy goals, which is going to allow us to win games 3-2 with that bend, don't break attitude.
Now, Coach, I offered this to you last year. I have an offensive-minded defenseman that is ready to roll. He told me yesterday he'll gladly take a puck to the face if need be. He's right here if you need him. He's ready to roll for you if you need him, Coach.
He is always ready to roll. That guy's attitude has always been, put me in, coach.
Unfortunately, they didn't listen very much to me, Monty. Hey, Coach, sticking with the defensive position, there has been a lot of talk, whether it should be or not, about Logan Mailloux. I personally think it's been too much talk about the young man. How about we just let him play? But I'm watching him recently. Looks like he's playing a little more confidence, a little more swagger. He got a little dust up against Chicago, and he got after it again with McCarron the other night when Hofer got bumped into. He just seems like he's much more involved in the play and feeling much more comfortable.
Yeah, I agree. When a player starts to play, assert himself physically like that he's feeling more comfortable, most importantly, with his teammates. And he's endeared himself to his teammates. And in return, he's fighting for his teammates, literally, but also with how combative he's been in shift to shift. And we haven't even seen close to the tip of Logan Mailloux, and that's something that we think will develop more and more and become more pronounced as this season continues to move on.
Coach, we know it's a game day, so we appreciate you carving out some time for us knuckleheads, and we certainly appreciate you. Go get them, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Cheers, boys. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Monty.
That's Coach Jim Montgomery here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. I was thinking about Logan Mayu, too. I was glad you asked that. And quietly, he's playing at least a little bit better because the constant chatter of how bad that trade was that was so prevalent earlier in the year from fans that has quieted down. So he's playing a little bit better.
It's just not fair to the young player either. It just isn't. One, he's a completely different position than the player you traded. He's a completely different style of player. And you're seeing now, slowly but surely, what he's able to bring to the table. And Monty's right. He's feeling more confident amongst his peers, which lets him go out there and be aggressive, do the things that he's doing. And I tell you what, the best way to endear yourself to your teammates and to the fan base, especially in St. Louis, is stand up for your teammates, block shots, take hits, make hits. Be a guy that you look up there and people feel like they've spent their money on somebody fun to watch.
Well said. That's Jamie Rivers. That's Carey Davis. Marshy's here. I'm Anthony Stalter. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Which Cardinal needs to show the most improvement next season? And you might already be screaming at your radio or your phone.
Nolan Arenado.
Jordan. What?
No, they
no?
don't say he don't say him anymore.
Jordan Walker.
Nolan Gorman.
I'll tell you why it might not be Jordan Walker. Next on 101 ESPN.
Hey, Missouri, if you haven't heard by now, FanDuel Sportsbook is live in the Show Me State, and they're kicking things off with an offer that is tough to beat. Right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets, win or lose. Whether it's football, basketball, hockey, or more, you can bet it all on an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. So download FanDuel today, or head to FanDuel.com/Missouri to join in on the excitement. You can bet on the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Chicago Bulls. Maybe you want to take the Cavs on the money line over in total points. Maybe Donovan Mitchell over in points and Darius Garland over in assists. Whatever you want to do, you can, because Missouri, it's time to play your game with FanDuel. 21 plus and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER-FIRST. Online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com.
The terms of the deal for Dustin May are out. Jeff Passan of ESPN reporting that Dustin May's deal with the Cardinals is now official. He will make $12.5 million this year, and the mutual option for the 2027 season is for $20 million. And apparently, the mutual option, the way that it's set up, the mutual option, $20 million. Dustin May's going to be here for 1 year.
Yes,
unless they come to like a new agreement. Like a new contract.
Sure.
Yeah, but
after 26.
The hard part about that is in a situation like this, we were talking about it, is if he has a good year,
right,
he's probably going to want more than what the Cardinals can give him, so he'll opt out. If he has a bad year, why would the Cardinals want him back?
Right.
So it's like,
it's structured so that it's a 1 year flyer.
One and done.
Yeah.
Is it possible that he pitches like a $20 million pitcher
next year?
Yeah,
like 2 seasons from now.
That helps the team and him.
Yeah,
and as I said, maybe they
give
him a 5-year deal. Nah, they might give him a
Deadline
5-year deal.
Get rid of that guy.
I'm serious.
What?
He just signed. Why are you trading him?
There you go. There you go. Damn it.
Oh,
No
you're
wonder
right.
nobody wants to come here. What? You all right there, buddy?
Yeah, it might be.
I could hear that. I thought you slapped the table, then I realized you
It's
didn't.
karma for trying to trade him.
I didn't do that. He did that.
That was Anthony.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks.
Why do you sign? Why would you sign Dustin May? You sign him so that you try to get lightning in a bottle and trade him and flip him at the deadline.
Nah, you sign him, and if he does great, you give him a new contract. 5 years.
I don't know about that. I think that it's a 1 year.
$120 million.
What?
What?
Oh my gosh!
How many years?
Where did you
Carey.
come from, Carey?
5 years.
Hey, where were you before you got back here?
Don't worry about it.
Is it happy hour somewhere?
Wherever Carey was. Anyways, again, Dustin May's deal. I just combined May and deal.
I feel like the
for
show's
meal.
going down that path.
It really is. Dustin May's deal with the St. Louis Cardinals is official. He'll make $12.5 million this year. Mutual option for 2027 is for $20 million. Which Cardinal needs to show the most improvement next season? I think a lot of people just right off the top of their head would say Jordan Walker. Jordan Walker, 1 point, one of the Cardinals' top prospects. Somebody that, at his ceiling, at one point you viewed as somebody that is in the middle of your lineup, a stud, an absolute stud that's carrying your offense. But Marsh, you threw out an interesting name when we were kind of discussing this in the office, and I know why you did it, and I'm kind of intrigued. But I don't want to steal the name, so go for it.
The name that I threw out there to push the conversation forward was Matthew Liberatore.
Yeah.
Ooh. I know how much you love pitching, Anthony, so I knew if I threw that name out there, you'd be like, oh, that's kind of a conversation I want to be a part of.
Yeah, you intrigued me with that one. And I see where you're going with this. Because you think improvement, you initially think, well, somebody that wasn't good a year ago.
Exactly.
That's not the case. Improvement can come in all different shapes, sizes, and forms.
Absolutely.
Ken.
So if you have an improved Matthew Liberatore, maybe you have a 2. Maybe you have a 2 instead of a 3.
That's fine.
He doesn't care about pitching.
Who?
You.
That's not true. I care about pitching.
Why don't you get excited about it then?
I am.
I don't think he is.
Inside.
You don't want to let it out?
Can you let it outward? Let us know?
You'll know.
Okay.
When will we know?
I don't know.
Carey, you said
That's
Nolan
an intriguing.
Gorman.
Yeah, I said Nolan Gorman because I thought everyone was going to say Jordan Walker. I mean, hell, you pick a name out of a hat, really. Everybody.
Yeah, but who needs to show the most improvement?
Carey, we can't say everybody.
Yeah.
Who needs to show the most improvement?
Yeah. Like who offers the biggest impact? That's why I'm intrigued by what Marsh said with Matthew Liberatore.
I've got one.
Can I guess? Actually, no, I shouldn't guess. Let Carey guess.
You know.
Yeah, I know.
I told you.
I have no clue who his is.
Yeah, he did say it. I was so eager and excited to guess. I realized
I'm going with Jordan Walker. I mean, obviously, Liberatore is a great name. You know, I think that's a good name to choose from. But it's Jordan Walker. He is, because of all of the expectations that were placed on him when he got here. Mm-hmm. He had a really good rookie year and has kind of tailed off since then. Has had some moments here and there. Had a few moments last season, but being consistent, I think if he's And you get to a point where in your professional career where you're not only you get to a point where, and I don't know that Jordan is at this point yet, so let me say that, but you get to a point where you're not only fighting to stay on a roster, but you're fighting to stay in the league. And so I don't think he's there yet, but it gets early. It gets late early. Like it starts to, people start to say, hey, well, what are we doing? What are we waiting on? When is it going to happen? So I think we're coming to the point where if Jordan Walker is not performing at that level, at least an everyday outfielder, both at the plate and in the field, then I think people will really start getting frustrated and wondering when or if it will ever happen.
All right, Jamie.
Mine?
Yep.
I said Ivan Herrera.
I like Ivan.
This is a guy that was your heir apparent to Yachty. Then they went and got Contreras, and we know the carousel that's happened. And then he barely caught last year because he can't throw anybody out at second. Then he was a DH. I thought he was very good DH, but then now Chaim Bloom talks about they're going to explore sending him back to catcher because he didn't get the proper development when he was coming up. So basically pointing the finger at John Mozeliak, which I thought was kind of funny.
You didn't do a good enough job.
So I find Ivan Herrera intriguing. Is he truly just a DH, or can Chaim Bloom and his model of development help Herrera become the catcher that you thought he was going to be? So I'm intrigued by that.
So that was more when you had thrown out Ivan Herrera, which I think it's just as interesting as Matthew Liberatore. You viewed it as also a catching thing. For me, what if he improves at the plate? I mean, Ivan.
Well, yeah, but I think it was hand in hand.
Either way,
because the reason I didn't say that is because at the plate, he's already very effective. So if he got better, of course, that's gravy. But as a catcher, he's not so effective.
No, not at all. Whatsoever.
So that was my thought.
An improvement, I kind of want to attach improvement with staying healthy, too.
Yeah.
And if he can stay healthy, which is why you leave him at DH, in my opinion.
He hates him as a catcher.
Stay DH. You can be
throw people out. He can play catcher.
You could be the catalyst of this offense.
What if he's first base after Contreras leaves?
I'm cool.
Alec Burleson will be there.
And they're gonna trade him.
You know
too.
what though?
What the French toast?
That's what they say.
Everybody.
They trading everybody.
So they want to trade him.
A star.
You can make the argument. You can make the argument. He is a St. Louis Star. You can make the argument. He's a Silver Slugger Award winner too. That Ivan Herrera might be the most important in terms of trying to figure out where guys will play. Because if you can trust Ivan Herrera behind the plate, that means that you can get other players to play. You don't have to worry about that DH spot. You can get guys out in the field, or if they take a day off, they play DH. So you get more of a look from other players. You could make the argument that he is the most important player when it comes to improvement from the catching perspective.
And Anthony's going to say, why don't we just leave him as a DH and let him be really good at it?
Because then you have,
you know what I mean?
You have somebody else playing catcher for
that's not that. Yeah. You know?
But if he can solidify himself as a really good catcher, the leaps and bounds that we're making here.
What do you think is more likely? Ivan Herrera develops into a really good catcher, or whoever you choose to be your catcher of the future winds up being a significant piece for you? Or not a significant piece, a steady starting piece for you. What do you think is more likely?
Both at the plate and behind the plate?
Ivan Herrera is a stud or above average catcher. And then you can use a flexibility from the DH spot, which everybody seems to be in love with. Or Jimmy Crooks or somebody else develops into a starting catcher.
That's a very good question, Anthony. It's a very good question. I'm glad you asked it. And I will tell you, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think everybody would love to see Ivan play catcher because it does give you more flexibility. Well, if he's able to do the things, Anthony does. If he's able to do the things that you need him to do.
Stud DH stays healthy. Below average catcher that gets injured.
He didn't get to develop, so we'll see what this
All right.
what this upcoming season looks like.
Okay.
Let's just give him time. This is what we're doing. We're not expecting anything. We're not expecting this team to be great next year.
What?
Everyone gets time.
Should we come up with a new word for runway? Like, what's 2026's word?
Highway.
Oh, wow.
Live on the highway.
Sings it.
I have no clue. We just went over this the other day.
Well, the Cars version, the movie
Cars version
version,
is different, yes.
that is Rascal Flatts.
There we go. Yeah.
But the OG
original
is...
Joe Cochran.
Nope.
Johnny's
Son of a-
brother?
His brother, Tom Cochran.
Tom Cochran.
Johnny's brother?
Yes.
No.
No. Different.
No? His cousin. First cousin.
No.
First cousin Johnny.
Maybe second or third.
There you go.
You never know. All right. Tom Cochran. Herbie Hancock. All right.
John Hancock.
It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Our Gauntlet Playoffs continue next. We've got our winner from the Gauntlet Playoffs from a year ago joining us. It's Nathan's turn next on 101 ESPN.
I want to talk about U.S. farmland. The reason I want to talk about U.S. farmland is because people like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, and Shad Khan, who, let's just be honest, it seems like those people know what they're doing financially, and they're investing in U.S. farmland for a reason. Of course, they have other investments too, and you don't have to have the same money as these guys to invest in U.S. farmland. But the biggest reason to invest in farmland is the steady returns, the long-term growth, and the real stability. So no matter what the stock market is doing, you don't have to wake up stressed out. You wake up knowing that you're just giving it some time. Every year after year after year, your farmland's appreciating. You're getting those steady returns, all of that stuff. It makes you feel good about what you're doing. Well, AgVest is a company that can help you out. They have helped leading financial institutions manage over $900 million in farmland. And good thing is they're licensed in 10 states. And also, if you own farmland, AgVest can help you out there. They offer full-service management, sourcing, and diligence to rent, as well as tenant selection. So please invest smart. Call AgVest founder Chris Bronner. His number is 618-520-7022. Again, that number is 618-520-7022. Or you can always visit agvestadvisors.com. Buy land. They're not making it anymore.
warriors. 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
403, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter, and we welcome to the Gauntlet Playoffs last year's Gauntlet Playoff champion, Nathan. What's up, Nathan?
How's it going? I'm doing pretty good.
Good. We appreciate you coming back. Appreciate you listening to the show. This is your options. You can either choose a category and have the wheel choose your opponent, or you could choose your opponent and have the wheel choose your category. What would you like to do?
I'm going to choose the category.
Okay. What category would you like?
We're going with hockey.
Okay. Ooh. Hockey it is. That means the wheel will choose your opponent. So go ahead and tell Marsh to spin that wheel.
All right, Marsh, you spin that wheel.
There we go. What opponent are you going to get? Carey was 2 days ago. Jamie was yesterday. Wow.
It's going to be a tough one for you.
It's me.
It's Andrew Marsh. Andrew the man
Okay.
Marsh. All right, so Marsh, why don't you head out to the Cone of Silence, man?
All righty.
All right, Nathan, you're going to get 4 hockey-related questions. Each one is worth 2 points unless you ask for the options. If you ask for the options, those questions are worth 1 point. You ready to rock?
Let's go.
Let's go. Here we go. Okay.
Oh, baby.
Which QMJHL team does Blues prospect Justin Carbonneau play for?
You're need some help.
What did I say?
Give me the options.
You're good.
The Quebec Ramparts, the Halifax Mooseheads, or the Blainville Borsbrand Armada?
Nope.
Go ahead, say it.
Brand.
The what?
Here, let me give you the first two. Quebec Ramparts, the Halifax Mooseheads, or
Blainville Boisbriand Armada.
That was close.
Yeah, not bad, buddy.
Yeah.
You French
It's
well.
French.
Yeah, you French well.
Yeah. Thank you.
The last one, the Armada. Let's go with the Armada.
final answer?
Final answer.
Question 2. Which player leads the Springfield Thunderbirds in points this season with 15?
Give me options.
Is it Matthew Pekka, Otto Stenberg, or Juraj Pekarczyk?
Give me Mike Pekka.
Final?
Matthew Pekka. Final answer, Pekka.
Question number 3. Nick Saban just purchased a minority stake in which NHL franchise?
Nashville Predators.
Final answer?
Final answer.
All right, Nathan, final question. Which team did Dalibor Dvorsky score his first NHL goal against?
Oh. Earlier this year.
Nathan?
I'm here. I'm just kind of going through that.
You want some options?
Yeah, give me the options.
Edmonton Oilers, Nashville Predators, or Seattle Kraken?
Shot clock, Nathan.
Correct.
Kraken?
Kraken, Oilers, and who else?
Predators.
I'm going to say Oilers. Final answer.
All right, let's bring back Marsh from the Cone of Silence. How you feeling, Nathan? I don't know if they saw him. I don't know if you saw him.
Not as confident. Yeah, not as good as I thought I would.
Okay. All right. Well, Marsh is going to make his way back from the Cone of Silence right now. Marsh, how you feeling, kid?
I feel great, yeah.
Okay.
What's so funny?
Oh, Jamie's a riot, man.
Don't blame me for this. Don't blame me.
All right, Marsh, you already know your category is hockey. You ready to rock?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Which QMJHL team does Blues prospect Justin Carbonneau play for?
Oh, gosh. It's like Brisebois something. I couldn't tell you that. I don't know how to actually say it, so I'll use the options. I'll know it when you say it.
The Quebec Ramparts, the Halifax Mooseheads, or the Blainville Boisbreled Armada?
The Armada. All right, final answer.
Question 2. Which player leads the Springfield Thunderbirds in points this season with 15?
Oh, God.
I don't think he's playing.
Yeah, is he with the Blues right now?
We need him.
Options. Use the options.
Is it Matthew Pekka, Otto Stenberg, or Juraj Pekarczyk?
I'll go with Matthew Pekka. Final answer.
Question number 3. Nick Saban just purchased a minority stake in which NHL franchise?
We talked about that yesterday. The Nashville Predators. Final answer.
All right, Marsh, final question. Which team did Dalibor Dvorsky score his first NHL goal against?
First NHL goal. That would be on the power play. The Blues actually came back to win that game against the Edmonton Oilers. Final answer.
Okay, let's go over these. Which QMJHL team does Blues prospect Justin Carbonneau play for? Nathan heard the options and went with the Blainville Boisbreled Armada team. Marsh heard the options, and he also went with the Blainville Boisbreled Armada team. Correct answer is Carey.
Blainville Boyan Armada.
Nailed it. 1-1 tie between Nathan and Marshy.
I love it.
Which player leads the Springfield Thunderbirds in points this season? With 15. Nathan went with Matthew Pekka. Marshy went with Matthew Pekka. Correct answer is
Matthew Pekka.
We're all tied up 2-2. Nick Saban just purchased a minority stake in which NHL franchise so he can coach them soon? Nathan went with the Predators. Marsh went with the Predators. Correct answer is
The Nashville Predators.
Neither of you needed the options.
We're
We're
all
all tied up. You know where this is going. All right. Which team did Dalibor Dvorsky score his first NHL goal against? Nathan said the Edmonton Oilers. Marshy also said the Edmonton Oilers. Correct answer is
It was on the power play against the Edmonton Oilers.
nice job, guys. Bernard. Marsh didn't need the options. Nathan.
You have chosen poorly.
I combined Nathan and Marsh. You got Narshy.
Narshy.
Yeah.
Narshy is his
alter ego.
twin.
Yeah. Nathan, he got you on that Dalibor Dvorsky question, man. Nice job, though. You scored 5, but Marsh got 6 there. Yeah, so sorry about that, man.
Good job, Nathan.
Good job, Nathan.
All
Way
right.
to go.
Good job, Marshy.
Appreciate it. Let's
Thanks,
go
guys.
Blues.
Let's go Blues.
man.
Yeah. Marsh, very impressive, man.
Very impressive. Well
done, Marshy.
That last question was
Yeah,
impressive.
especially that last question.
That question that you answered last without the options, Marshy.
That was impressive.
And
Spectacular, man.
Without taking
Without
forever.
the options,
too.
Marshy, without
Way to
the
go, man.
options, you
Yep.
are a saint. You hear me?
You did it, man.
You did it.
You did it.
You fast lane did it, brother.
You didn't need the shot
You
clock.
didn't need
or
the.
anything.
You did it, brother.
Oh, yeah. Thanks,
Proud
guys.
of you, man.
Way to go.
Yeah,
Damn
good job,
proud of you,
Andrew.
Marshy.
Well done.
Damn proud of you, Marshy.
Yeah.
Well,
Go Steelers.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You'll never get that wrong again.
We'll have a new Gauntlet champion now.
We will.
Yeah.
We will have a new. So Marshy just took down Nathan, and we will have a new Gauntlet playoff champion.
Wow.
How about that?
Yeah, Darren and Jim, the final ones.
They already
remaining.
won, so the points
Yeah.
don't matter.
Well, it's
Strong.
good if they both lose. Total points.
Well, for them, but not for Nathan.
Nathan's out, yes.
Nathan's out. All right. Nice job there, Marsh.
Great job there, man.
Well done.
Well done.
Especially that last one.
Job. What impact would these, and we'll give you these, potential trades have on the Blues? Plus, we'll also light the lamp next on 101 ESPN.
Urban Chestnut has launched Zwickle Light. It is out there. We had an amazing event last night. Went to some great local watering holes. We got the Billy G's, Maggie O'Brien's, Helen Fitzgerald's, Hessler's. Everybody out there loving Zwickle Light, and you can too. It's locally brewed here by Urban Chestnut, which I absolutely love, by the way. It's crisp, clean, refreshing, only 95 calories, 3.7 carbs. It really is a fantastic beer. I call it the unofficial beer of St. Louis hockey. They've got cans and they've got bottles. Now, the bottles are unbelievable, ice cold. We had them in the beer buckets last night, Anthony. It was so good. Once it hits your lips, it's so good. People were loving it. People were asking where they can pick it up. You can pick it up at your local stores, and you can also pick it up at Dirt Cheap, available over there as well. So please don't wait any longer. Get out there and try the best light beer you've ever had. I promise you, you'll absolutely love it. Anyways, for other information regarding Urban Chestnut, visit urbanchestnut.com. Again, that's urbanchestnut.com. Live your light style, St. Louis.
It's a fast lane on 101 ESPN. Marsh, I know that you found, I believe you found an article on The Athletic discussing certain possible trades for the Blues. So I'll let you set this puppy up.
No, it's just from The Sheet. David Pagnotta quote.
What'd you call me?
The Sheet, Anthony. You're The Sheet.
You are, Anthony.
Thanks, guys. Go ahead, Marsh.
David Pagnotta, in quote, I think everybody is understanding that there are going to be some pretty decent changes coming out of St. Louis. I think the guys in the room understand that changes are coming. Impact moves like Shen, Falk, Sundqvist, Joseph.
Wow.
So there's a couple names that we haven't thrown out before, but we've talked about Braden Shen and Justin Falk and whatnot. My question, though, is, if they move on from these guys, does that really change anything? Does that change anything? Like, what is your trust in the future of the Blues based on what we've seen? Because, if you trade Sundqvist and Joseph, what is that going to do?
Well, yeah. So who was it? Shen? The names again, please?
Shen, Falk, Sonny, Joseph.
Yeah. The only one for me, and this is no disrespect to any of the players, the one for me that moves the needle just from so many standpoints is Braden Shen. If you trade Braden Shen, who's your captain? Who's your leader of this group? I'm being serious.
Jake Neighbors.
Okay, but then what about Robert Thomas? He thinks, I'm sure Robert thinks he probably could have been the captain before.
Jamie, you know what I know, and I think you know. I don't know the feeling of, hey, listen. Sometimes your quarterback is supposed to be your captain. Ben wasn't our captain on our team for a while. He became the captain, but sometimes you have to grow into that role. You're not nobody just placed the damn C on you just because you feel like you. Nobody gives a damn about your feelings, man. This is the NHL, Nobody gives a damn about your feelings.
I care about your feelings, Carey.
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Nobody cares about your feelings. This is the world, We're in the real world. You got to earn your right to be called El Capitan. You don't just walk on a boat and say, I'm the captain now.
Yeah,
People have done that before.
Yeah, no, that was crazy.
Look at me.
I don't think it worked out.
Look at me.
I don't think it worked out real well.
It didn't work out. No. So you don't just become the captain just because.
Yeah.
People have to vote for that. Teammates, people, they should at least. I don't know how it works in the NHL. But
I don't know how it works now.
People should vote for you to be captain. So if you want my vote, I'm voting Jake Neighbors. If Braden Shen were to leave his C in the locker room in St. Louis,
I have a feeling they wouldn't name a captain for a while just to see how it shakes out. But again, that I don't believe in that either. I've always believed that each team has a leader.
Yes.
Clearly. And I don't always agree with the way they pick some of the leaders or the way they anoint certain captains, because I've been in locker rooms before where guys have received letters on their jersey and they clearly weren't one of the top leaders on the team.
And everybody knew it.
And everybody knew it.
And it's weird.
And it's weird because then when that player tries to say something, everybody just shut up.
I'm captain. No, you're not.
Sit down. We'll let you keep that jersey.
You're the captain. You're not our captain.
But as far as some of the other trades, if you're moving on from Oscar Sundqvist, it's probably because you're doing him a favor to go to another team. I don't see the return on that one. I don't see the return on a Matthew Joseph deal. If you're looking to make roster spots for some younger guys, fine. But David Pagnotta, writing that,
Well, everybody's throwing stuff.
Yeah, but I know, but at least make it spicy. At least throw a Robert Thomas or a Binnington, or if you keep Binnington, will they trade Hofer? At least give me something.
Something new.
This is what are we doing here?
Rinse and repeat.
Do you trust the future of the Blues?
Of course.
The players?
Yeah.
The core?
Absolutely.
Who is the core?
I don't know.
How do we not know what the core is? Robert Thomas.
What we thought was a core.
Kyrou.
Then things changed after a couple of months, Marsh. We thought we knew what the core was.
Things change, Mox.
How do we not know what the core is?
Because they started playing poorly.
That
Whatever,
doesn't
dude.
change the core.
Yeah, but for me, who is the core for you?
Robert Thomas,
Okay.
Jordan Kyrou, Pavel Buchnevich.
Why?
Why? Because they're making the most money.
They get the longest term.
So they will be here
And they have no
unless
trade clauses.
Yeah, exactly. So that, regardless of what you think, that is your core.
Wow, Carey's attacking you.
Well, no, I'm asking because I'm just pushing back just a little bit. I understand what you're saying, but what do you consider a core? Are you just saying the core is the people that are paid the highest, or is your core the people that play the best? Because if those aren't the same, and I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn, but right now that ain't the same people. The people that are paid the most aren't the people that are playing the best.
Well,
so
they
can
should
that be? But that
should be.
But that
Boy, that's
doesn't.
not reality.
But that's
You're
not the
both right.
reality.
You're both correct right now.
So you might have two cores, and if you got two cores, you got two clicks. Then you got a problem on your hands. I don't know if that's the case, but you got a problem if you got two clicks. And then you get another click, and then another click, and you got guys driving to the facility trying to see who got the best car. I'm speaking from experience.
Goal line.
You're in a safe place, Carey. Go ahead.
Sometimes you have one of your better players that nobody respects park in one of the other guys' spots, and then they flip his car over.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they take a
But it's a good thing it's
chainsaw to it.
That's a different movie.
That's
a different documentary.
And that guy was talking. He was talking crap.
Yeah, that's a bit
never
What I'm
mind.
talking about
That's
is
my fault.
the guy that lived on that boat.
Yeah. But a good thing is his
did?
vehicle wasn't all that expensive. Like not like Carey's problem where somebody had a really expensive car. Yeah.
Got it.
Regardless, though, your core, in my opinion, are the players that are paid the most. Why are they paid the most? Well, it's because they should be the best players on the ice consistently. And that's just the question
one would
that
think,
I have.
One would think, one would hope, but I think it's actually more common that you got some duds from a salary standpoint, at least one, if not two, from your top 5 highest paid players.
Now I'm interested to know who the second one is.
No, I didn't. It wasn't.
He's not giving names.
Yeah.
He's just saying in general.
In general.
He's speaking in general terms.
Out of all teams.
Yeah.
Out of all professional sports.
I don't think
You're shelling out 5, right? 5. You're paying top dollar for 5 guys.
Most teams don't have 2 guys.
Yeah.
Most teams don't.
Yeah. Most teams at least have 1. Where you're like, man, that contract sucks. I shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what the core is, Marsh, to be honest with you. It's
I'm
just
telling you what it is.
I think that's.
I'm telling you exactly what the core is.
I think that's.
And it's going to be the core unless something changes.
Well, things change, Mox. You know.
You're just starting quarterback now. All right, why don't we light that lamp next?
Yeah, let's do that.
And a couple of guys can really shoot the puck.
Shooter!
I must confess you scored first.
Well, who was the first person?
Breakaway! Shoots! Score! We got hockey to learn.
All right, Marsh. What do we got, man?
All right,
same as ever.
Yeah, same. None of us are good at this game.
Good.
We haven't. Sometimes we are, but we haven't been recently. Jamie, 10 points. Carey, 10 points. I have 6. Anthony, have 3.
Keep fighting.
Give me Jake Neighbors.
Come on, man.
It's gonna happen, Carey. It's gonna happen. The night I don't pick him, he'll score.
Hell, I don't know, man. Yeah, I was gonna go with him the other night. Give me Robbie Fabry. I don't even know. Yeah, hell. At this point, pick a name out of a hat.
I know Marshall's going to go with the story here for sure.
Stenberg. Berggren.
Thank you. The last time this team played the Jets, there was one particular guy that scored a goal. Give me Matthew Joseph.
Mojo. You've been clanking him off the post lately.
Not tonight. Actually, he's going to clink one off the post into the back of the net, bar down. Thanks, Carey.
All right.
Oh, right off the crossbar down.
I hope so. Be great.
Where you going, Anthony? Booch.
How about I go Kyle Connor?
He's on the wrong team, Anthony. We've been through this.
Okay. Pew Suter.
Okay. Fair enough.
Good choice.
Very good choice.
Whatever.
Good choice.
Dude.
Whatever, dude.
NFL 4 downs. Next in the Fast Line on 101 ESPN. I'll tell you what, when it comes to our guy, Stewie, Jamie, one of the things I love the most is that he puts things in place that save the client money. And that's really what it's all about, right? If you're looking for your dream home, you want to try to figure out a way to pay for it. He has programs like the Bagel Loan, that you can Google, by the way, to get his number. But the Bagel Loan, no closing costs, no lender fees. That equals more money for you in your pocket, or to apply to the down payment, or maybe to entice the seller when it comes to the offer. But it's not just the Bagel Loan. He's got other things that he can set up for you to make sure that you're either saving money or you have the ability to have some flexibility when it comes to your money.
Yeah, and any questions you have, he's got the answers. And if he doesn't have them, he's going to get them quickly. Not a day or two later. It's immediate. I purchased a new home, and Stewie was my lender, and him and his company did a phenomenal job of making it so stress-free. A lot of times it's so much paperwork, it's overwhelming, you just kind of get stressed, you're not sure if you want to do it anymore. Throughout the whole process, I never had a doubt, and we got to the closing table, and it was a blast. So I highly recommend using Stewie. I highly recommend, if nothing else, just call him. If you have any questions or you want a second opinion, call him. His cell phone number is 314-324-4440.
Again, that number is 314-324-4440.
Give him a call, shoot him a text, or like Anthony said earlier, you can always Google the Bagel Loan.
NMLS number 226715.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. We just got done talking about your St. Louis Blues. They're back in action tonight, taking on the Winnipeg Jets. You can listen to that game right here on 101 ESPN. Pregame starts at 6. Puck drop is at 7. We talked earlier today with Joe Vitale as well as Blues head coach Jim Montgomery. If you missed those interviews, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our interviews and all of our shows there, and it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Time for NFL 4 Downs.
First down.
Gentlemen, are the Cowboys starting to see why the Steelers were so willing to trade George Pickens?
Oh, I think so. Everyone is like, oh, this is the most...
They were bragging about this guy 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was exactly 2 weeks ago that things started to fall apart.
Jerry Jones even said that's why he got rid of Micah Parsons, so he had money to pay for guys like George Pickens.
Well, he didn't back down. Somebody asked him on the radio show, like, are you still interested in bringing back George Pickens on a long-term deal? And he did. And Jerry Jones didn't hesitate. He said yes. Now, this is a team that's got like zero. They're going to be like 40-something million over the cap heading into next offseason. So
is that a problem?
Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
We'll figure it out.
Jerry will just have them change the rules.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know what we should do?
We should raise the cap.
Carey, I think just as a general rule, if your Steelers get rid of a wide receiver, there's probably a pretty good reason for that.
They have gotten
Antonio
rid of
Brown.
They have gotten rid of some guys.
Chase Claypool. Mm-hmm. Now George Pickens.
You forgot Deontay Johnson.
I did not, sir. I just didn't get to him. I did. I forgot about him.
Deontay. It's been a few.
Who bounced around. Like Deontay Johnson bounced around team to team. Yeah. They couldn't wait. The next team couldn't wait to get rid of him as soon as he came into the building.
Yeah, I think George Pickens might have had, a rough week. The last week there were some conversations about him not running routes completely or not running as hard, and that's one of the as a receiver, that's one of the worst things you can do, because you should always expect to get the ball. You don't dictate when the ball comes to you. Even if you feel like you're double covered, your quarterback may say, hey, I still trust you enough that I think that this ball can be caught by you. And George Pickens is a big play, big catch receiver. He's going to go up and make a play. So him being trusted by his quarterback should speak volumes to him as a player. I think this was just kind of a one-off situation. Did he run it? Did it run its course in Pittsburgh? Yes. But players generally are on their best behavior when they know that it's contract time. I think George Pickens will come out and have a great week this week and be fine.
Second down.
Guys, the Seahawks did not score a touchdown last week in their win over the Colts. Tomorrow night, they'll take on the Rams in their biggest game of the season. What's wrong with their offense, and can it be fixed on the fly?
Carey, I don't know what you've seen, but watching the Seahawks the last couple of weeks offensively, defensively, they've been outstanding. And they're going to be, that defense, if they're going to win tomorrow night, it's going to be another great effort by their defense, shutting down Matthew Stafford as best they can. But I think with the offense, this Seahawks offense, it's play action or bust. If they can work, if Sam Darnold has play action, he's good. If not, the offense is terrible. And the Rams successfully removed play action from Seattle's passing game the last time these two teams played, and Sam Darnold had a horrible game. He's volatile right now. The other thing that I have no idea what I'm watching is what's going on with Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. Both have been inefficient at times, and I think part of it is because what are their roles?
Yeah.
Their roles, those two guys, like normally you have a set RB1 or RB2, and even if you've got a timeshare situation, you kind of understand what the role is for each guy. I don't know what the role is for Walker and Charbonnet. And the Rams are elite against the run, so I don't think things get clarified. The only thing that we know is that Jackson Smith and Jigba is immune to coverage.
Yeah, he's going
to do his thing.
With the running game, I think whenever you're splitting carries in the way that they are almost 50-50 in the number of carries. And I think I've always thought it was difficult for a running back to kind of get the juices flowing if, this is your series and then next series is going to be his series.
Right.
Like, I don't know, if I'm playing well, let me go, right? Instead of series to series or quarter to quarter, you never really get in a rhythm if that's the case, and that becomes a very difficult thing. I think for the Seahawks, the bigger issue, Sam Darnold, like Marshy saw this up close and personal. He was outstanding all year until the end of the year.
Yeah.
And it kind of ran its course, and I feel like you're starting to see that again. You are wanting to put the Seahawks. I cannot. I mean, yeah, defense is good, but watching them offensively, it is a bleep show. You literally almost lost to a quarterback that hadn't played in 5 freaking years.
Well, you almost lost to the former Saints kicker. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but you almost lost to a team with a quarterback that ain't played in 5 years.
No, that's fair.
That guy's a Hall of Famer, though.
He is a Hall of Famer. Now, that guy is actually a Hall of Famer. He is his first cousin. But it was
on his mother's side.
I don't trust. I just don't trust the Seahawks at all.
If you get Sam Darnold out of the pocket, if you flush him out where he has to run to his left, I would almost guarantee you that he will not throw a completion. He just starts, I watched it. I watched it happen last year. I tried to tell you guys. Anthony, you said, he's my quarterback. He's got the most to prove. Well, now he definitely has the most to prove.
He just went after you.
He did. He said it's right. I got the most to prove.
I don't know. Jamie did it earlier today. I feel like Carey did it a couple, 30 minutes ago.
I did what earlier today?
He went after Anthony.
I got aggressive, remember? Just at nobody in particular.
I figured I'd jump in at
Yeah, but you went right at him.
Well, I didn't, I'm sorry, Anthony.
I was only looking at him when I was aggressive. I didn't reference him.
I wasn't looking at him. You're not supposed to look at him.
That is against the rules.
Marsh, I'll let it go. Okay.
Sorry, Anthony. I'm just...
No.
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that.
Marsh will be back tomorrow now, Carey.
I didn't mean to do that. Anthony, I think you should take off Friday just because I've been so mean.
You know what? I will. Thank you, Marsh.
Please get out of here.
Yeah.
You know what? You guys keep talking like that. I won't come back till the
26.
Yeah.
Promise.
I won't come back till next year. It's fine. The thing that I've learned is what you're saying right now. It's not about me. It's about you.
It's a lot about me. You're right.
Well, guys, speaking of not coming back,
3rd down.
Is it a foregone conclusion that Travis Kelce retires?
Oh, he's done. He's already 1 foot out the door. Yeah. He may not be on the game this weekend. He's done.
He'll be there this weekend.
Will he, though?
He'll be there.
Yeah, but he might be there.
His body will be. Yeah. His mind will be on the Eras tour or something.
He walked off the field the other day, and I get it. It's the end of the road for him as far as his career. He walked off, and then he, pauses on his way in, taps the wall, it's very dramatic. Bro, I get it.
You know who won't be tapping the wall the rest of the year?
Tapping
Patrick Mahomes.
Notre Dame.
Oh, no.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Play like a champion. Sorry, I just had to. I'm kind of in a weird mood right now.
You are.
He's going after
right
Oregon,
now.
Notre Dame,
opt out like a champion.
Yeah.
I take back what I said to Anthony. I do not take back any of the other statements about those teams.
Fair. But yeah, I think he's done. I think Jason Kelce's brother gave him some really good advice. He said, you can't make that decision right now.
No.
You got to get away from it for a little while, and then clarity will set in for you whether or not you do want to return. That's exactly what Jason Kelce did. He came back for the final year.
I feel like they're different, though. I feel like Jason...
Well, they're different. Yeah, they're different human beings. Jason's older.
Yeah.
He played for the Eagles.
Way different
Played
positions.
offensive line.
Played offensive line. He's a center, not a tight end, yeah.
I meant, just the way they go about it. I feel like Jason Kelce's last year, he really wasn't sure until he thought about it. Mm-hmm. I feel like Travis Kelce was already thinking about this before the season started.
Yeah, you're probably right.
If you're already thinking about it, the moment you let those words come out of your mouth, once they get into your brain and come out of your mouth.
We've been watching, by the way.
It's a wrap. Like it's over.
I sound terrible, right?
No, you're good.
Am I being mean?
No,
you're not.
You're
trying to
being,
be.
You're being
When you
truthful.
start talking about it, like, you might have those thoughts creep in, but you don't let anybody know.
No.
And then once you say it, then it becomes a reality. You're like,
Like
oh,
when you
yeah.
reference maybe that like the Chiefs are going to need Patrick Mahomes to get healthy instead of like we need them to get healthy.
Yeah. The Chiefs will want him back.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to need him
next year. Yeah.
Now, Jamie, you said Travis Kelce probably won't play this week. Well, there's definitely one guy that won't be playing this week.
Fourth down.
Tua was benched in Miami. Does the NFL have a developmental problem?
We'll talk about it next on 101 ESPN.
World's largest sports book in the palm of your hand. Carey's excited too. I get it. Circus Sports is here in the state of Missouri. Download Bet Like a Pro today. It's a brand new app here in the state of Missouri. Go to the App Store or Google Play, and it is a white logo. Just click on that, and you can start your betting immediately. And I absolutely love the NHL. I absolutely love the over-under in the first period. It hit last night again. Got to be happy about that. And tonight, I'm looking at some of these games, and I like the Hurricanes and the Predators, the over. It's 1.5. It's at minus 125 right now. I like the Jets and the Blues. Same play, minus 110 as well. Not just those things. You have other bets at your disposal. You got great lines on the futures bets. Obviously, the money lines that are available, the player props, the parlays, all of that stuff right there available on the Circus Sports app. So please don't miss out on any of the action. Download Bet Like a Pro with your Circus Sports app today, and don't miss anything that's going on with Circa Sports. Must be 21 or older. For problems gambling, call the Problem Gamblers Helpline at 1-800-522-4700.
Well, the final question, the fourth down question that we just had was in regards to Tua Tagovailoa, and he's been benched by Mike McDaniel. And I had mentioned this yesterday, Marsh. It said Mike McDaniel, there was a headline yesterday during our show that he was at least entertaining the idea of benching Tua. Mm-hmm. And then less than 24 hours later, it was announced that he had benched Tua Tagovailoa. So why don't we start with Tua first, and then we'll kind of branch out to the rest of the NFL. I wonder, guys, if this could be viewed as more of a Mike McDaniel play. He's tired of watching Tua struggle. The skill set, the arm strength isn't there. The processing, I think, it looks like it's gotten worse. Perhaps he's trying to prove, he being Mike McDaniel, that the front office Miami, or other front offices, if he gets fired, that his system will work even with a young, inexperienced player like Quinn Ewers. So I wonder if this is, yes, about Tua, of course, because Tua hasn't played well, but more so about Mike McDaniel rolling the dice and saying, I'm going to kind of show what I can do and my system can do over these next 3 weeks, even with an inexperienced quarterback.
I don't think you can watch Tua play football and continue to trot him out there. Like, if you're Mike McDaniel, and I agree with you, I think he's saying this is probably his last-ditch effort to try to keep his job in Miami or, as you said, prove to other people that it ain't me, man.
It's this guy's fault.
It's this guy. He stinks. And then you get to thinking, well, maybe Brian Flores was correct all along. I don't know.
Yeah.
Tua has had some really good years, but he has also had some really bad plays. And you're looking at him and you're like, dude, what you're too far along in your career to still be making those mistakes. He's got 20 touchdowns and 15 interceptions.
Not great.
Not great, man. You got to play better. And we talked about it on Tuesday. It was a play that he was trying to force to Jalen Waddle. He didn't even look anywhere else. The safety was going to kill Jalen. The linebacker almost picked it off. The corner was in Jalen's hip pocket. There was nothing that told you that's where the ball should go. But you're just getting rid of it. And I wonder, part of it makes me wonder, is he worried about the concussions that he's had? Is that why he's getting rid of the ball, trying to get rid of it quicker without going through the progression, without trusting, the offense? I don't know. I have no clue why he's performing so poorly. But if you're Mike McDaniel and you're that offensive staff, you can't continue to trot him out there and say we want to win football games.
I agree.
Mike McDaniel was asked about Quinn Ewers and whatnot. He said, this is written here, Mike McDaniel, what he believes Quinn Ewers can provide that Tua can't. Quote, the team needs, and I'm looking for conviction in quarterback play. I felt that he would be the position he would play the position the most convicted, which impacts every player on the field. So basically saying he thinks Quinn Ewers is going to be more of a steady presence than Tua. If I'm translating what he says, you're more conviction, very sure of himself, and players believe in what he's doing.
I think you got a good read on that, Jamie. There's always been some chatter with Tua, whether or not he's a strong enough leader. Good dude, somebody that.
Well, he said a lot of wonky stuff.
Yeah. But it is interesting moving forward now. One thing to keep in mind is that his contract doesn't have a potential out until 2027, meaning the team might have no choice but to pay him $56.4 million in 2026, even if he's not the starter. That's the reality. Yeah, that is. That's the reality.
You're not wrong. What? Sign me up.
And I don't think
I even clean the toilets.
Man, I show up every single day with a smile on my face. I would want to play. I mean, I'm a competitor, but. Okay.
You're going to lose sleep over it.
I mean, I might, but every Tuesday I'd feel a little bit better.
Fair.
I feel just fine. Just one Tuesday, I'll feel just fine.
So that contract is going to keep him in Miami. Nobody's going to want to take on that contract unless Miami's paying for it. So his future is really bleak now, too. Because he could go elsewhere, even if a team's interested. He's got the concussion history, and again, the price tag is just going to be too much. So this is a mess. Now, if we kind of take the 1,000-foot view on this. If you look at the NFL, Zach Wilson will be his backup.
And by the way, he's
Quinn Ewers' backup.
Zach Wilson's pissed too.
He didn't get a shot.
He shouldn't be. I've seen.
Well, he's got a shot. He's had a shot. Maybe not Miami. But Tua's going to be the emergency QB. But Zach Wilson, Tua now. Trey Lance was. They dumped him pretty early. Mm-hmm. Even Bryce Young, who has reemerged as the starter in Carolina, he was benched. There's a long list of young quarterbacks that have been benched since like 2022 or whatever it is. Now, there's also been a lot of hits. There's been Josh Allen. There's been Mahomes. I'm going beyond Mahomes, but like Herbert, Josh Allen. There's been some franchise QBs, more recent guys, and Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams now. But do you think that there's a developmental problem in the NFL when it comes to quarterbacks, Carey?
I don't think it. I think it
and
starts.
And it's been there for a while?
Yeah, it starts from college, though. Like, the college system is set up for the quarterback to have success. It's set up to where they don't have to read coverages. They can look to the sideline and get a play. Yeah. And now they have the communication in their helmets. Like, you don't have to think. The coaches essentially take all of the thinking out for you. They tell you where the ball is going to go. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of RPO games, so I can run pass option. Either I'm going to run this football. If that linebacker right there, all you need to do is look at him. If he comes down and attacks the run, throw it to the guy right behind him. So it's very simplistic on the collegiate level, which does not translate well for college quarterbacks coming into the league. They have to read defenses. They have to understand where the blitz is coming from so they don't get their back broke or they don't get hit on the blind side and they don't know where people are coming from. Like, there are a lot of intricate details that go into playing the quarterback position that if you're not being taught that in college and you're coming in as a rookie and you're trying to figure it out on the fly, it can be very, very difficult for you.
Sure.
And the really good ones can adjust and adapt, and then you have some that are uber talented that can shrug off a blitzing linebacker because you didn't know that he was blitzing and Josh Allen make a big play down the field regardless. Right. Until you can grow into understanding, those nuanced things that take place on the field. But for the most part, I think the transition, but Tua doesn't, in my opinion, have that excuse. Yeah. Because he played for Nick Saban, and he played in an offense that was a pro-style offense. They did go over coverages and knowing where the blitzes were coming from. He didn't have a look to the sideline and figure out what to do. This is not Tua, what you've seen from him last year and this year. And last year he got hurt. But this year specifically, it's tough to watch.
Yeah, he's just struggling, period. Yeah. I completely agree with you, CD. It's the way that it's like going to college and learning all the shortcuts and then being dumped into the real world where a company's giving you a bunch of money and saying, hey, we want you to have all the success that you had in college. We want you to do that here now. Right? And the stakes are bigger and it's faster and people are leaning on you and people are really relying on you to help them feed their families. All right, now go.
Yeah.
And you're doing what you did in college, but again, all the shortcuts are there. So that's what I think the problem is right now in the NFL. And I think the guys that make it, they're probably struggling a lot more than what we know, but they've got so much God-given ability that they're able to overcome it, and then the experience and the reps and the knowledge start to come the more that they play, the longer they play, the more the coaches have with them. But if you don't have success within the first couple of years, we've seen it with Sam Darnold. He gets let go. He gets traded from the Jets. We've seen it with Baker Mayfield. We saw it with Daniel Jones.
Mac Jones
as well.
Guys have been victims of that.
For sure. But I agree with Tua specifically, Carey. He played in a pro style and a spread offense at Alabama. He would have been forced to read defenses, and it just hasn't translated. I don't think he's got the skill set.
I can't agree with that because 2 years ago he threw for over 4,000 yards. I think he led the league in passing.
So what happened?
He got banged up. And I think that does. I don't know.
You just think he's damaged goods?
I don't know. I can't speak to his cognitive ability. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But I do know that when certain injuries happen, whether it's a knee or whether it's a hamstring or a shoulder, there is some hesitancy by an athlete to do the things that caused that injury, right? If you pull a hamstring, the doctor can tell you for weeks you're fine.
Yeah.
Not when I run full speed, it doesn't feel like it, doc. And I don't know if it's a mental thing or a truly physical thing, but I know when I try to run full speed, my hamstring's still tugging, and I think I'm going to tear it again. So I don't want to.
Yeah.
And if I tear my knee up, you're telling me, oh, you should be back. Yeah, well, when I cut, I don't feel the stability that I felt before I tore my ACL. My ankle doesn't feel the same as it did before I had that high ankle sprain or before I broke it. And we're talking about, so I don't know if, the thought process is going through his head, hey, I don't want to get hit. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know, but I do know when players get injured, sometimes things move a little bit slower because now you're doing something differently than what you've done in the past.
Sure.
And so it could be one of those possible issues where he's not reacting quick enough because he's thinking more than he did before.
That's Super Bowl champion Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter, Andrew Marsh. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We have our Sports Six-Pack coming up, 314-399-9646 of the Air Comfort Service text line. So if you've got a question or two for us, send it in. We'll answer them next in part one of the Sports Six-Pack next.
All right, St. Louis, are you looking to sell your home anytime soon? And if you, I bet you want to sell it fast and for top dollars. Well, listen closely. The realtor you choose does matter. I've known Gloria Lou for years. I'm actually a customer of Gloria Lou's. I've seen her proven systems, guarantees, and I've met thrilled clients that have dealt with Gloria Lou. With Gloria Lou at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, you get the results. Your home sold, or Gloria will buy it. She makes buying and selling so simple. Gloria has over 24,000 buyers in waiting, so your home might already be sold. Start packing. Her team sells for top dollar, which means more money for you. And Gloria sells fast and closes a home sale just about every other day. Unlike some agents who close 4 or 5 a year, they're happy with that. Gloria isn't. Gloria will guarantee in writing to sell your home at your agreed upon price, or she will buy it herself, and she executes all of that in handwriting. So please give her a call. Tell her Jamie Rivers sent you in. Her number's 314-325-6888, or you can visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. Again, that's 314-325-6888, or GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. As always, seller and Gloria must agree upon price and possession date.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
5:04, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Carey Davis and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Here is Andrew Marshall, question 1.
Question number 1.
This is the Waterboy, from the Waterboy.
From the Waterboy.
The new year is almost upon us. What are some New Year's resolutions that you think our St. Louis teams should make for 2026?
Boy, I think the Cardinals are already doing it. Fresh approach, concentration on pitching, reinvest in pitching, reinvest in player development. So I think they've already started.
Yeah.
City SC, I think their New Year's resolution should be to hire the right people and allow them to do their jobs and find some good, honest to goodness talent.
St. Louis Blues?
And win games. Yeah. I think City SC's resolution should be to find talent and win games.
I mean, you can make that argument for all of them.
Jamie, what do you got for the Blues?
What?
What do you
I was
got for
going
the
to talk
Blues?
about City SC.
Oh, you can do that too. Yeah.
No, Blues.
Is it find talent and win games?
Well, I don't know. Find talent. Win
Get
games,
healthy.
for sure. Get healthy
And
win games and play
Like making a
consistent
trade.
hockey.
Okay, all right.
when you get healthy, it's like making a trade.
Oh, I
Those
thought you
guys will
said
be back.
and to make a trade.
No, it's like making a trade when you get healthy, you know? I think Anthony is saying, if you have a house and that house has structural damage, just putting paint on the walls ain't gonna make the house beautiful. Right, walls, cave.
Hey, new paint can go a long way, as you know, Carey.
It can, but not
But not
as
when you got
long.
mold behind it.
And not when you got, structural damage. You got cracks and things busting out of the seams, termite damage. You got busted pipes.
Ooh.
You got to get in there and refurbish all of those things, redo it.
You get your
And then you can slap that coat of paint on.
Yeah, get your hands dirty.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta get to work, man. Jamie?
What?
Blues. Go.
I just did that.
Do it again.
No, I just did it.
Fine.
What the hell's your problem?
You right now. you right now, because you got an attitude.
Well, you asked me about the Blues twice.
Because
Same stupid question.
There's no such thing as a
wanna go
stupid
there?
question.
No, Carey, you stay out of this.
You
want to
know
go
what?
there? We'll go
You
there.
know what, Jamie? It's fine. Okay.
Oh, now it's fine.
You don't want to talk Blues?
I just did.
No problem.
You know what, Anthony? Why don't we move on to the next
It's
question?
Why don't you just pay attention the first time around?
Carey, did you know that the Cardinals are trying to land Vitale Marte this year?
It's a good one, eh,
Did I
Marcy?
miss that?
That's a good one, eh, Marcy?
What did he say?
That's good, eh?
What did I miss?
We'll frickin' see, I guess.
Jamie had a situation at the house that he had to attend to. So we came back, and I had set up the topic. And
I didn't like it.
Jamie came in. He didn't like it. He didn't like the topic. Now, unbeknownst to Jamie, that wasn't the actual topic that he was then arguing with me about.
See, that's why I just got aggressive.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean I was
you got very
arguing.
aggressive.
You didn't even know what you were being aggressive about.
Well, he
aggressive.
thought he did. He thought he did.
Sometimes the dog barks loud, doesn't really know what it's barking at.
Very true. Yeah, that's fair.
They thought I heard a noise.
Speaking of that, can I tell you a pet peeve of mine?
Sure.
Speaking of
Yeah,
pets,
floor is yours.
Wow.
people that don't train their dogs.
That's a good one.
You know,
Like in what way?
just aggressive always barking.
I don't like the aggressive dogs.
You know?
Like, you can be a protective dog. You don't need to be aggressive.
Exactly.
Well, we
need more dogs like Nala.
You're terrible.
You love that dog.
I was going to steal that dog.
I know. I was watching you and Rachel when we were over at Jamie's. We were all over at Jamie's and Ashley's for a nice holiday party. And the more old fashions that Marshy was drinking, the more I watched him inch closer and closer to the door. And I thought to myself, he's going to steal that damn dog.
I was thinking about it.
And Rachel's going to be an accomplice.
She's a loving dog. She's awesome. She's got, like, every day, she's got so much love. Even when you don't want it, she's like a weighted blanket. She just crawl up on top of you and lay down. What she really gets pissed off about is in the mornings, George the cat, he'll come in and lay.
Didn't see him. He was not around.
He was locked up for the night. But he'll come and lay on Ashley's, like, neck in the morning to just, like, snuggle. Well, Nala will see that and be like, well, I should be on Ashley's neck as well. And she'll crawl up and lay on top of her, and it's like this whole thing. And then she's kicking me in the back. So, yeah. Not Ashley, the dog.
The dog, okay. Got it.
Who's the other dog? His name always slips
Kaiser.
my mind. Kaiser.
Yeah.
Great dog as well.
Yes.
Great dog. He had a nice little coat on the other night.
He did have a coat on. It was cold outside.
It's cold. That dog is skin and bones, man.
He was minding his own business all night. I found him, though. I was thinking about taking him, too.
Yeah.
Both dogs are excellent, for sure.
Question number 2.
He was going to take that dog.
I know. I got to watch him.
From the 314, why is this year a surprise for most for the Blues? They sucked last year until a miracle winning streak. So I've been telling people the Blues would suck, and the quote-unquote experts laughed at me.
That's one way to go about it.
Congratulations.
You're right.
You know, nice job. You predicted that the Blues going to suck. We did not see it. We did not see it coming, so I think that's.
I mean, Doug Armstrong didn't see it coming either.
No, he didn't.
I mean,
I don't think anybody saw it coming except for
this
guy
person.
or gal.
Well, there's other people.
Yeah.
So
It's
again,
not too late though.
good for
They
you.
Still got
I
time.
think that's fantastic.
What do you got? 50, 45 games left? How many games they got left?
They have a lot, Carey.
Half the season
They
still.
have enough.
Some would say.
They have enough. They have played 34. So 82 is what they do play.
48 games.
They're not even at the halfway mark yet.
Did you guys know that they're only 6 points out of a playoff
Every
spot?
time we say
now
that,
I know it was
feels-
4 the other day, but
Yeah, I
now
was
it's
gonna say,
6. But
Well,
that's only
yeah, but
3 wins.
If you win tonight,
A couple
then it's
losses.
back to 4.
Yeah, but don't a couple of teams have some games in hand?
One team does.
What team is that? The team in
The
front of you?
Kings, and then the Sharks are at equal games. And the Mammoth have
The
played
Sharks are
more.
how far in front of you?
6 points.
6 points.
Yeah.
6 is the number.
And you can bake in a win on March 30th when Anthony takes the Greyhound bus to go watch the Blues play the Sharks.
We're going to get you a nice seat in the front, though, Anthony. Or do you like to be back in the back where the bathroom is?
Back.
Do you like it for the hang on, the serious question. Convenience of being right near the bathroom or smelling other people's peas when they go back there?
Oh yeah, I didn't think about the second part of that.
Yeah, and some people don't
You don't want to
abide.
be in the back.
But some people don't
on a
abide by the rule
cross-country
of
trip.
no
Yeah.
pooping on the bus.
Yeah,
Oh, no, I mean,
I
you
know,
got
but
to go,
some-
you got to go.
But some people don't know the rules.
If you got to go, you got to go.
Well, in the minors, we played in the minors. Each guy carried a trash bag.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. That trash bag, you'd fill it up, tie it tight,
Oh, my God.
and then throw it out the
Oh, my God.
Oh man.
It's a fact.
The more you know. Oh, my God.
Yeah, well, who wants to be eating their, like, club sandwich and fries after the game and somebody's dump is still lingering in the toilet, you know? It's bad enough your club sandwich is soggy because they order the food, like, halfway through the third period.
Yeah.
And so then if it goes to overtime or there's a delay, everything just gets soggy. That's why they say you should be hungry to get out of the minors so that when you go to the hotel, you get real food and buffet, not
That
just
makes
like
sense.
soggy sandwiches. Where
Yeah.
the pickle has leaked all over everything. And it's just like, you know.
Don't go to overtime, though. You know?
Yeah, winning regulation. That's
Yeah,
another
well,
good
I
point.
mean, you try your best.
Yeah.
You know,
Sometimes though,
sometimes it just happens.
overtime happens.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
At least you get a point.
No, not back then. We didn't. The game was
Back in the real days,
Yeah.
when hockey was hockey.
real.
back with men played.
Yeah, when men play. You lose, only thing you get is an L.
Yep.
Oh, it's soggy sandwiches.
There you
And
go.
a soggy sandwich.
Yeah,
Now, when you
someone
win,
in
you
the
also get a
face.
soggy sandwich. But either way.
Warm beer. It's amazing when you'd lose, all of a sudden there'd be a case of warm beer on the bus. Then you'd win, and it'd all be on ice.
Oh, man.
It's almost like
motivation.
almost like they did it on purpose.
Yeah. All right, we'll
You don't
roll,
like it, play better.
we'll roll into the next segment here. Sports Six Pack Part 2 next on 101 ESPN.
question. It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
Time for part 2 of the Sports Six Pack here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Carey Davis and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. It's Andrew Marsh with question 3.
Question number 3.
All right, Tim's Diploma wants to know, how can a so-so football viewer find more interest? I'm not a bettor, and I'm in too many fantasy leagues to care much about any one league.
Well, my first suggestion to you would be to find a team. Find a team you like. Find a team you can root for, buy their gear, all that stuff, and then maybe you get into it. If you have kids,
how would somebody determine though what team? Like, what would you do? Like, would it be a quarterback? Would it be a coach? Like, what do you think would be the number one draw for somebody to be like, okay, that's my team?
If it were me and I was just starting out, I would watch the games and probably choose a team based on the style that I liked.
Yeah, but so let's break it down. Mm-hmm. If I don't know much about football, how am I going to recognize a style of play?
Well, it might be like you're watching a game and the Texans defensively, like they're aggressive and they're physical, and
because I used to like watching New York Jets when I was a kid.
Okay,
because they had Mark Gastineau, Joe Klecko, they had all those animals.
The Sack Exchange.
Yeah, the Sack Exchange. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good documentary about that. It actually is a documentary too. But I used to like that. Obviously, the Giants, but there was Lawrence Taylor. It was definitely a defensive side of it. I think it's tough to find a team that you can be passionate about unless you're passionate about a certain player or something like that.
Well, to your point, Jamie, I became a Falcon fan because of Deion Sanders. The Saints and Falcons were playing a first-round playoff game in '91, and Deion was unbelievable. Mm. And the Falcons were like really flashy. And as a kid, I thought their uniforms were great. And
they had some swagger going on.
They did. They had a lot of swagger. It was the Jerry Glanville days. It was Deion. It was Andre Rison. And it was Chris Miller was their quarterback. Michael Haynes was the receiver.
Was Bob Christensen the running back, fullback?
That wasn't until the 90s when Dan Reeves got there.
Oh, he's from here.
Is he? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was the fullback for the 98 Super Bowl. But anyways, yeah, maybe you watch the games, you wind up liking a certain player. Josh Allen. Yeah. You watch him play.
Yep.
Yeah, for me, like when I was up at school in North Dakota, all my friends are from the Twin Cities, and Rams leave, and they irritated me. So I decided to root for the Vikings. But that first year, I was like, it felt weird, right? Because I had rooted for the Rams for so long, but they had Sam Bradford as the quarterback the first year. I'm like, well, I know Sam Bradford. He used to quarterback the Rams, so there was some familiarity there. But also, I think community is a huge part of that, too. You just don't want to root by yourself. You want to have people around you that you can root on a team with. There's bars around St. Louis that are specifically, sectioned or designated for like a specific team. Like there's a Vikings bar, there's an Eagles bar, a Packers bar, a Steelers bar. There's different bars around St. Louis that maybe you could go to and pick your team and have that camaraderie with other people. I think that's another good way to really get into it.
I think that's great. It matches up with Splashback Deuce, who just said this in the Snake Pit. Only take one factor. I have family in KC. It was a natural transition. People call me a fast lane pansy trader. Fast lane pansy trader, but they don't know me. No, they don't.
No, they don't,
Splash.
That.
We certainly don't. No. You can tell those people they can fast lane themselves.
The 618 also says,
yes, thank you.
Yeah, exactly, Carey.
There's a Go Illini. Well, multiple people are saying to downsize the amount of fantasy football leagugues that you're in and just do a couple. That way you can, if you don't want to pick a team, you can just root for your players.
Yep.
Because if you're in like 10 leagues,
that's too many.
I mean, you're rooting in and going against maybe the same players every week.
And you got to pick an easy fantasy league. It can't be something that's so complicated and whatnot, because if you don't really know what you're doing, then you're not going to participate and you'll lose even more interest in what's going on.
Yeah. Find a team.
Pick a team. You can pick it off of colors. You can pick it off of the quarterbacks.
Location.
Where they are.
Yeah.
Cheerleaders.
Family, like Marsh said, maybe it's a situation where you got a family member or friends that are into that team. So many different ways.
Or pick a team that your best friends hate. Their rival.
You could do that
to make it fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Good.
Yeah, piss them right off.
Better make sure they're good, though. You're going to be...
That's true.
3 options. There's someone in their division. You don't want to pick the Saints if they're a Falcons fan, right?
No, you don't want to do that.
Maybe not the Bucks.
I do.
Not that bad right now.
Saints are on a heater right now.
They actually are.
Their last loss?
Couldn't tell you. It's been a while.
Three weeks ago.
It's a long time.
Falcons.
Oh, you're a Falcon fan again?
What? I'm always a Falcon fan.
Where are you?
You got 3 more weeks of this, brother.
Yes, I do.
Good luck.
Then I get to choose.
Nope. You get to watch football like the rest of us.
No, I get to choose a team.
Nope. Marcia will be watching football. You'll be watching football. Jamie and I mean, he's got 3 teams to choose from. 2 of them probably be in the playoffs. The third one, who knows?
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
But my team will be in the playoffs.
They did lose. They did lose 3 weeks ago to the Dolphins. 4 weeks ago to the Falcons. Anyways, I'm definitely going to choose a team to root for, Carey.
Shameful.
Why is it shameful, Mr. Dodger?
I picked them at the beginning of the year.
He did. It was an easy pick, but you
picked them
2 years ago.
In the middle
beginning of the year
of last season.
The beginning of the year, 2 years ago.
Actually, you picked them going into the postseason last year, which is literally what I've done.
2 years ago.
Yeah. There was a pact that was made that was eventually broken.
Yeah, there certainly was, Carey.
What's the pact?
You know what the pact was.
I don't remember.
That we'd never go against Mahomes. The following year, you went against Mahomes every week.
Did they win?
Yes.
They won the Super Bowl that year?
No.
Okay. They finished dead last in that Super Bowl?
They certainly did. As my good buddy Jamie Rivers would say, they finished third that night.
It happens.
Let me know.
Go ahead, Mark.
Question number 4.
All right, 314 says, I tried to convince my son to go to the game tonight for his birthday. All you can eat desserts. He said the team that always loses, no thanks. Do you guys think that
City's not playing?
Oh, straight bullet for City.
Oh, man.
Do you guys think that the younger generation are missing out on maybe like people my age or even, you guys watching just good sports here in St. Louis? Like, I feel like it's different now. Like, my entire childhood was Cardinals baseball. They were in the playoffs every year.
Yeah, there's a.
I feel like they're missing out on that.
Yeah, I mean, the Blues had a great.
It's a good run.
Yeah, they had a good run last year. I don't think it's all been bad.
No.
Cardinals lately it has.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to your childhood, Marsh, absolutely. Their childhood is awful from a Cardinals baseball standpoint.
I had a good childhood watching Cardinals baseball.
And you carried too, yeah.
It's fun. Good time.
You miss those days.
I sure do, man.
Yeah.
I'm a lifelong Cardinal fan. Love my Redbirds, buddy.
Question number 5.
Even now?
Yeah, even now.
Okay.
We get a text from the Air Comfort Service text line. If you're the Cardinals, would you have any interest in Jonkincy Noel?
I actually would.
He can mash the ball.
He can. Yeah, so he was just waived by the Cleveland Guardians.
Why was he waived?
They didn't do well last year.
Let's go get him.
But yes, I would.
The Blues literally picked up how many people off waivers?
Well, yeah, but they had to.
Yeah, they didn't have enough guys on the roster.
I mean, they're dealing with injuries.
Well, the Cardinals are dealing with stuff.
Not injuries.
Well, bad baseball. Might as well take a flyer on somebody.
He hit 13 home runs a year ago in only 179 at-bats. That number dipped to 6 last year, 148 at-bats. He's got some power, man. He's got some pop. I'd be interested. Yeah. Just don't get pissed off when he strikes out a lot and doesn't have a high average. He's got some pop, though.
It happens.
We got a guy like that, don't we?
Yes, you do.
We got more than one.
But this guy's a right fielder.
Oh, we got one of those, too.
Do you?
Okay.
But do you? Yes, I would be interested. Yes, taking a flyer on him. Mm-hmm. Even if it's just a spring training invite, if that's all he gets, or a 1-year deal, he ain't gonna cost anything. Mm-hmm. So, yes, I would be interested.
Question number 6.
All right, we did the New Year's resolutions for our St. Louis sports teams. The 314 wants to know, what are your New Year's resolutions, if you have any?
I'm not a really big New Year's resolution guy.
Because if you would do it now.
Yeah, I mean, you live the life that you want to live, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to wait for a New Year. If you want to do it now. Don't wait 3 weeks or 2 weeks. Get started now. It doesn't have to be a New Year's resolution. It's a resolution to be better at whatever it is. Start today. Don't wait for a new year to begin.
Yeah.
No better time than the present.
Carey's right. I wake up and piss excellence.
Is that what he said? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. It's funny. I was actually just telling Killian last night about and Madeline too, the two wolves that live inside all of us. Yeah. And we've all heard the two wolves story, right? You know
which one lives?
Good. Yep. One that you feed.
There you go, buddy.
So I broke that down, and at the end of it, I'm like, you know what? I'm telling them about the two wolves. I should hold myself accountable too. So I looked at them. I said, hey, for the new year, why don't we keep each other accountable here? And we ask each other, are you feeding the good wolf right now? Or are you feeding the bad wolf?
Yeah.
So
it's almost like the two bulls story. You ever heard that one?
Jordan and Rodman?
No, there's
Jordan and Pippen.
There's two bulls standing on top of a hill. An old bull and a young bull. Carey, you'll get this.
I know.
And the young bull says, why don't we run down there and mate with one of those cows?
Yeah.
And the old bull says, why don't we walk down and mate with them all? It's a life lesson.
Different
is.
bull-wolf story.
Yeah, no, it is.
I think you should tell the kids that one, too.
I'll tell that one to Lincoln.
That's my boy. He was hey, Mom, Uncle Jamie told me about two bulls.
Hey, he would love it. Yesterday morning, I told him, he's 4, by the way. I told him to get dressed or something like that. And I'm making breakfast and I'm running all around in the morning doing that stuff. He keeps saying, he's like, Daddy, look, watch this. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm not watching it all. He's like, look at this. Watch it. Well, finally I look over. He's got his shirt on. No pants, no underwear, buck naked, just like showing me, hey, look at this, watch this, blah, blah. It's like, he's got like monster trucks and whatever. I go, where's your pants? He goes, oh, yeah.
Those things.
He goes, oh, yeah. Puts his monster truck down, goes and gets his pants on.
Didn't require him at the moment.
I didn't. Yeah. But, I mean, he went on 5-6 minutes.
Oh, man. I don't blame him.
No pants, stark naked. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good for him. Mm-hmm. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We're going to bet the board next.
Hey, it's Carey Davis, and if you're in the market for a new vehicle, my good friends over at Genesis of St. Charles have you covered. They're the #1 Genesis dealer in Missouri for 2025. They're Missouri's first and only standalone Genesis dealership, and they are your premier Genesis dealer. No, don't wait. Now is the time to visit them during their signature event at Genesis of St. Charles. They want your trade-in and are willing to pay more for it on any new Genesis purchase. No games, no gimmicks, just upfront pricing, and you can unlock the e-price today. Every purchase comes with 3 years of complimentary Genesis service valet. That means complimentary vehicle pickup and delivery, plus a loaner vehicle at no additional cost. If you are in the market for something new, let Genesis of St. Charles bring the test drive to you. They are located closer than you think, and they have a large selection of new Genesis models in stock, ready for you to take home today. Visit them at 5601 Veterans Memorial Parkway in St. Peters, right off of Mid-Rivers Mall and Highway 70. Get in there and experience the luxury service at their state-of-the-art facility. If you're too busy to go in, you can buy it online and have them to deliver to you. Get started online today at genesisofstcharles.com. That's genesisofstcharles.com.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. We have Blues pregame starting at 6 o'clock. Puck drop will be at 7 as the Blues take on the Winnipeg Jets. If you miss anything from today's show, including our interviews with Joe Vitale and Blues head coach Jim Montgomery, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page, and you will find all of our shows there, as well as all of our interviews. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. This Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Time to play Bet the Board here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Marsh, what do we got for the latest standings?
Anthony, you have 8 points. Jamie has 8 points. I have 6 points. And because Karl Anthony Towns finished at 11 rebounds and not 12, Carey is at 5.
Damn it, man.
All right, time to shake Jamie Rivers. Last night I went with the College Football Bowl game. Tonight I'll go with the College Football Bowl game. Give me the Delaware Blue Hens on the money line, minus 108.
Where are they playing?
Louisiana.
Oh, that's a tough team. The Raging Cajuns?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, they are.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, all right.
I do know. The Raging Cajuns. He's right. Carey.
What are you saying me for?
He's the one making all the faces.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got something wrong. You got gas. I'm not sure which one.
Which
you
one?
want.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both? Okay, fair
makes
enough.
sense.
All right, Utah Mammoth, Detroit Red Wings. Give me the over on the first period, minus 135.
And that over is 2.5 goals.
Nope, 1.5.
Sorry, Jamie. I thought I was helping you out.
Yeah, no, you try. I appreciate your help, as always.
I'm looking at the Carolina Hurricanes, Nashville Predators. Give me over 5.5 goals tonight at minus 130. So no first period over. Looking at the whole game. The game as a whole.
Whole thing, Carey.
Jamie. Give me the Winnipeg Jets and St. Louis Blues over 1.5 goals in the first period.
Connor Hellebuck playing. Gonna be a tough one for you, CD.
Is it?
Yep.
Is it?
Joel Hofer, hometown kid.
Is it?
You'll see.
Blues score. They chased him out of here last time.
You'll see.
Get him going, right? Anthony?
I like it.
He gonna
I
score
like
4 goals on that fool in the first period.
Wow.
I hope they do.
Let's do it.
The Blues, right?
Yeah, the Blues. Yeah, I was about to say.
Send me sure.
Yeah, right.
Before I fist him, you know?
This fool.
Don't fist me without having the correct information.
I need the proper information before I do that.
That's smart. Yeah.
That's it.
It's just good advice
Fist
overall.
bump, right?
Yeah, fist pump.
Yeah.
Fist bump,
Bump.
or pump?
A pump would be like this. Well, you know.
Pump or bump?
We're bumping. That's pumping.
Okay. Just making sure.
You guys all right?
Yeah, we're just figuring out things here.
Just figuring out life.
Yeah. Just things.
One day at a time.
Yeah. A great TV
that's
show.
all you can do.
Remember that TV show?
One day at a time.
The Facts of Life?
No, I
The
remember
Facts
that
of
one
Life.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Facts of Life?
One day at a time, they had a janitor named Schneider, and he had a key to everybody's door, and he'd walk in unbeknownst. It's kind of weird.
That sounds.
Yeah, that sounds a little invasive.
This TV show would be probably frowned upon now.
Yeah, that doesn't sound.
Valerie Bertinelli was in that TV
Really?
show. Yeah.
Okay.
She was a great actress.
Got it. Good. Okay. Joe Burrow was asked about his Bengals future.
Oh, boy.
And he says, and I quote, "A lot of crazy things happen every year," Burrow said, but declined to go any further. You want to be here, Joe? Hey, a lot of, crazy things happen. Never know. Marsh said that he's going to get traded. Who did you have him going to? The Rams or something?
Rams?
I didn't say a specific team. I just said that he would be traded. I brought up the Rams situation when they traded for Stafford.
Okay.
Traded Goff to
You give him
Detroit.
3 first-round picks to the Cincinnati Bengals.
At least.
At least. I mean,
At least 3 first rounds.
At least. Like,
Who's ready to win a Super Bowl but doesn't have the QB? Because then that's the only time it would matter. Like if they have everything else.
They have absolutely everything else?
Absolutely, literally everything else, but the QB position is weak.
the Colts?
Colts.
Colts?
Yeah, Colts.
They already gave
there.
away. They already gave
They don't
away
have
their
any
picks.
first-round picks.
Yeah, so much for that one.
Not really
That's
anybody
about
else.
it. Yep.
All right.
That's about it.
Because that's honestly what you'd have to do. If you'd be willing to sacrifice 3 first-round picks, is because you're ready to win immediately with that guy.
I mean, I think you look good in purple. Purple and yellow he has before.
I don't think he would be. I don't think Kevin O'Connell's good enough to coach him.
I think he'd be fine.
Based on Marshy's scouting report of Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah, he doesn't like that guy anymore.
No, he doesn't. He hates him.
Well, I've liked him the last 2 weeks. When he decided to, I don't know, change things up. Took him 13 weeks to figure it out.
See?
Every good coach
He's got to adjust.
self-evaluates. Splashback Deuce brings up a good one, too. Saints.
Saints ain't got a... What the hell? Ain't no damn quarterback away.
Hottest team in the league.
They're going to need every pick they can, Splash.
Here, take our picks. Oh, we need those. No, we got Joe Burrow now. And he used
Nothing
to play.
else.
He used to play here. Well, not here,
Down the road.
but in the state. Yeah. So,
Don't the Rams have 2 first-round picks?
yes, they do, and you know they do.
From the Falcons?
Well, they have 1 from the Falcons.
Yeah.
I'm
they
just
did get
wondering
one
if
from the
Matthew
Falcons.
Stafford retires, maybe they make a play for Joe Burrow.
It'd be a hell of a play. I just don't know if Stafford's going anywhere after the year he's having right now, too.
That pick ain't going to be low enough for the
Well,
for
the Falcons
Bengals.
one will be pretty high.
Oh.
True.
You are just getting. You're not getting knocked out. What Marshy's doing.
I'm not trying to crap on Anthony's
I think
day.
you are.
No, I'm not. I'm just
Instead of Mike Tyson, you're getting Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
you asked
Every time
me
you
what team.
Defense.
Do we not deal in stats and facts here? Anthony got an
we do.
email
I got an
one
email
time
about that one time.
criticizing us
From
about
one
it.
Patrick. The other Patrick defaulted me the other night. Yes, Marsh, that pick should be pretty high. James Pierce is a dude, though.
You excited about it?
He's got 8.5 sacks. They barely played him at the start of the year. So he could be the next Myles Garrett. Yeah, he's probably not Myles Garrett.
Maybe not that far, Anthony.
But,
There's only one Myles Garrett.
yeah, that's true.
I'm sure there's another one out there.
There's got to be another Miles Garrett.
I mean, there's
In the
another,
world?
Yeah,
Just not
there's
that Myles
There's
Garrett.
another Andrew Marsh who plays for the Michigan Wolverines.
Yes, he does.
Except for when they play Ohio State.
He was on the field.
He didn't. He was there.
Well, his own coach was distracted.
Texting. Yeah, he
You know?
probably didn't realize he didn't have any catches at halftime because he was
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, Andrew done got a catch yet. Well, Andrew who?
Yeah.
I'm focusing on
I got stuff.
Other things.
What?
Got
Stuff
things to
on
do.
my phone here. Yeah, the when Michigan played Northwestern, I had the game on in the garage. I was doing a bunch of stuff. All I heard was Andrew Marsh with a catch, Andrew Marsh on the run, Andrew Marsh. Like it was that kid must have had 25 touches that game.
Yeah, he's doing us Andrew Marsh's solid.
Yes,
yeah.
he is. All right, we'll wrap up the show next on 101 ESPN.
James Carlton here. Save money with me by leveraging State Farm's huge decrease in rates at carltoninsurance.net.
Hey, this is it, St. Louis. This is the year-end sales event. It's going on at Auto Centers Nissan. They're clearing out every last 2025 Nissan model to make room for all the 2026 models. That means massive dealer discounts and this year's best offers, and it's all right now at Auto Centers. So you could get no payments until summer of 2026 on all remaining 2025 Nissan models, or you can lock in 0% APR for 60 months on the 2025 Murano, 2025 Pathfinder, which I love, by the way. Love the Pathfinders. Murano's sleek, too. And the all-new 2026 Rogue. So that's 5 years interest-free. Plus, every new Nissan that you get from Auto Centers Nissan, Herculaneum, includes a lifetime warranty and a 30-day return promise. If you're looking for used vehicles, Auto Centers has over 1,000 new and used cars, all in one easy location. And on those select used vehicles, you can get no money down and no payments for 3 months. I highly encourage you to head out there, check out what they have. The deals are the best that they have all year long. And when it comes to Auto Centers Nissan, too, maybe you shop them for somebody else. Maybe you want to purchase a new vehicle. Maybe you got a new driver in the family. Take advantage of the deals. They got used vehicles, like I said, cars, trucks, SUVs. They got it all. It all happens at Auto Centers Nissan in Herculaneum, just minutes from South County. You can check them out online at autocentersnissan.com.
So, tell me how you're feeling.
Unseen, unheard, unclean. I've been sitting in the basement all summer long collecting dust, and now they expect me to perform?
Don't wait for a furnace meltdown. Give your heating system the TLC it deserves with a pre-winter checkup from the Air Alliance team, your local Lennox Premier dealer, getting the job done quickly and correctly 100% of the time. Call us at 636-220-5800 or chat with us at airallianceteam.com to schedule your appointment now.
ESPN has your shot to score free tickets to see Rascal Flatts Saturday, January 17th at Enterprise Center. Find all the ticket details and your chance to win free tickets for Rascal Flatts right now at 101ESPN.com or on your 101 mobile app. Powered by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers.
Anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast, available at 101ESPN.com or via the Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers 101 ESPN mobile app. All the podcasts brought to you by Schaefer Door Company. Time to find out what everybody learned today. Marsh, what'd you learn today?
Well, I've learned that I'm starting to become a villain.
In what ways?
I don't know, my attitude, a little snarky, and the only person I can blame is myself. But if I had to blame other people, I'd blame all three of you guys.
Wow, okay.
I told you a while ago it was your fault. Don't look like that. Don't look surprised.
Who's the snarkiest one of all of us?
I told you. Well, yeah. But if he be...
Wait,
if
I'm the snarkiest out of us?
He's definitely the snarkiest.
No question. If he's becoming a villain...
Yeah.
His villain story begins with...
You're not going to hold yourself accountable at all?
Have you met me?
That's why I'm asking. That is 100% why I'm asking.
Hell are we doing here?
It's funny.
Wow. But typically, the people you surround yourself with, you typically become them, right? Yeah. So
Round four.
Kind of just a mixture of all three of you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're going to be set up for
that
success.
as a compliment.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You were built for success.
Very successful.
Mm-hmm.
CD, what'd you learn?
I learned the difference between bumps and pumps.
Yes.
Jamie taught me that.
Yeah.
It's a bump versus a pump. There's a difference.
It's different. Yeah. Different motion.
Who knew?
Mm-hmm.
Jamie?
I learned that sometimes if you don't know the answer to a question, just randomly, whatever it is, just take your time.
As much time as you need.
And then take more time.
And when you
what if there was
need
like
more time,
take more time.
What if there was like a buzzer or a shot clock or something?
Yeah,
you need to buzz it then.
Drive through it. No big deal.
Got it.
You fly right through that.
Yeah.
Just take your time.
Just take
until
your time.
you find the right answer.
No matter what.
However you find the right answer. You take your time. There's no shot clock in life, right?
Well,
Take
yeah,
as much time
there
as you
definitely
like.
is.
Now, it could be a long one. It could be a short one.
Carey, I don't want you walking around thinking that there's absolutely no shot clock in life. There is.
Nah, I don't see it.
No, that's
I
true.
just keep living.
Yeah.
I'm taking my time.
You have to listen to it or you don't.
Correct.
Very, very true. What I learned today is that Andrew Marsh wanted to hurt me.
I didn't mean to.
He did
several
do it.
times.
Multiple times today.
He had you in the crosshairs.
He certainly did.
All day.
It was unnecessary, too.
It certainly was. Yeah. But you know what? What I've learned is, again, that's there's something going on with him right now, not me.
So it's a him problem.
It's a Marshy problem.
He did want to steal your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was out of love.
Out of here.
I love that dog.
She's a sweetheart.
Kidding me?
He looks at you with those big puppy eyes. even though she just tore the carpet to shreds.
Oh, you're so cute. I didn't do it.
It's not my carpet.
All right, Marsh. What do we got for?
Man.
He is. He's turning
a
again.
villain. Ain't my carpet. I don't give a damn.
I don't care, Jamie.
The hell with your carpet and your couch.
I don't care. Yeah, and I spilled a drink at your house the other night, too. Yeah, I didn't wipe it up.
I spilled it right under the table. Didn't tell anybody.
Let the dog have
You'll
it.
find it later.
Dog was looking.
Dang.
All right, 3 stars?
You were busy the other night.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day, presented by Circus Sports. No bet fees ever with the world's largest sports book, now at your fingertips in Illinois and Missouri.
Our 3rd star of the day goes out to Dustin Meal. Who
Yeah.
signed a new contract with the Cardinals.
Dustin.
When you combine May and Deal, you get meal.
2nd star goes out to the 2 Bulls going down the hill.
Yeah.
And 1st star of the day goes out to Painkiller 2.
Yeah. We thought you were shooting Painkiller 2 today. Yeah. All right, we got Blues
special.
Jets pregame in 5 minutes. For Andrew March, for Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, I'm Anthony Stalter. See you.